Town. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Tuesday. Great Tuesday. Man, let me tell y'all something. I had fun with y'all yesterday. A lot of stuff going on in the news, but I had fun. In the beginning of the show, we went back and forth because y'all got to understand this thing is about you. I appreciate y'all so much. This show is about you, and we want to know what's going on with you. But somebody got to be the referee. You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody just going anywhere, somebody got to rein this thing together. And guess who that person is? That's old Rob. So what's up, everybody? Let me talk to my starting five. Let me talk to my starting five today. Shout out to D Holcomb. And hold up, my starting five, in case you didn't want, the starting five are the first five people that sign into the Chop Shop feed via Facebook or YouTube. And I recognize them every day. I usually give them applause. Sometimes I get raised like that. But this is for my starting five. We got who we got? D Holcomb, Melvin Dews, Alex Sestero. We got Dadis Moody and Rod Wells is in the building. And my sixth man of the day is, who is that? Kevin Lewis. Where my girls at? How about y'all let all these dudes beat y'all today? Y'all know this ain't gonna be no good day for me. Man, wait a minute. Let me go down the thing. Hold on. Oh, okay. That goes Sonya. Okay, I'm all right. I feel better. What's up, Chris Charles? What's up, Trey Phillips? Hey, Sonya. Let me keep going. Hey, Mindy. Hey, Yolanda. Okay, I feel better now. Hey, Dale. Let me keep going. Hey, Crystal. Crystal, we gonna get together. My bad, I got you. We gonna get together. They kind of worked me a little bit the last couple of days. But we gonna get together. I got you. Who else? I'm looking for my girls. I'm sorry, guys. Hatter, don't forget you had to tell us something. What? I love you, Trey Phillips. And thank you to Todd. Todd had already texted me. Don't forget that go Mandy. Hey, Jessica. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Okay, there go Yolanda. Okay. Yeah, well, my girls here. Do me a favor, let's share the show. Share the show. When you walk in the door, share the show. I think I did it already. But I wanted to just share some with y'all. I'm gonna start it off right now. I want to share some that I wanted to share with y'all the other day because it's just stuff, when stuff get on your mind, man, you want to share it. And but maybe some of you smart people, y'all familiar and listen to Toll Store. I mean Toll Story. His tweets and his I'm not his tweets, his philosophies and TOLSTOY. And I think it's philosopher, writer, whatever. But he had a quote somebody shared with me the other day, and I wanted to share it with y'all. He had a quote. He said, check this out, y'all. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man. You know what? I'm going to change that to person. Okay? Slow-witted person. Let me change it because he said man, but I'm gonna say person. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted person if they have not formed an idea of that thing already. If they have not formed an idea of the subject already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent person if they are firmly persuaded that they know already. I'm going to say that one more time. Y'all, being on this show and being around me and knowing our guests and knowing the people that have been on this show, I got something for you. I'm going to say it one more time. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted person. And by that, I mean, some persons who not that intelligent, slow witted. That's an old term they used to long time ago. A person that's not very intelligent. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the person who's not very intelligent. Okay, you can explain the most difficult things to someone that's not very intelligent. See, I'm changing around. If they do not have a pre-formulated idea about the thing that you are explaining to them. But the simplest thing in the world can't be made clear to the most intelligent person if that intelligent person is persuaded and firmly believes that they already know. A partner of mine told me some a few weeks ago, before I even got that. He said, Robert, you can't teach a person something they believe they already know. Okay? I'm going somewhere with this. Told me this before I even saw this quote. But we have a lot of people, and I love this quote. It really encapsulates where we are as a nation, where we are as a basketball community, where we are on the Boom Boom Room. It does. We have a lot of people who have a lot of ill-informed opinions that they are very strongly and passionately wedded to. We have a lot of people who have decided that some things are things and that's it. There's no logic. It doesn't matter how logical you are. It doesn't matter if you have facts. What are facts now in America? What's up, Franklin Paul? America right now is so intelligent. We don't have actual facts anymore. We are in a time, in an era that we have so much access to information. This is the information age. And yet, at the same time, we have so much willful commitment to ill-informed opinions that we are so wedded to and so firmly rooted to. I know what he's talking about. So firmly rooted in that nobody can tell us anything. I know y'all done dealt with this. I'm not, listen to me. I know y'all done dealt with it. I'm trying to help you today. Let's be open. Y'all, 2022. Look at Alex. Alex, come on, man. Alex, the old man been studying. But Alex, this year, y'all, in the basketball community, let me bring it home. In the Boom Boom Room community, in the Chop Shop community, let's be open to learning. Let's be teachable. There is this concept about whether or not you are a teachable person or not. Okay? You can be very intelligent. What's up, Chad? You can be very intelligent, but if you're not teachable, nobody want to work with you. Let me drink on that. Let me drink on that. Don't say that, Dale. Dale. Never say what ain't gonna happen. Never, ever. No. Take that back to where the Dale, wherever you got that from, go push that off the screen. What happened over there? Haven't seen anything on them a while. Shit, I don't know. I ain't been keeping up with it. But we'll talk about it. That's what I do. Jimmy might know. I'm going to repeat this, Tyrone. You can be very intelligent, but if you're not teachable, nobody wants to work with you because they think, excuse me, because you think you know everything. But there is a concept of being an informed person. But if you close off the knowledge, Chris Walker want to come in now because Dallas. I'm gonna keep him on hold. But if you are closed off, he one of them people. If you are closed off to the idea that there is information out there that perhaps you don't know, or if there's information out there that conflicts with the facts that you've already learned, and there is information out there that conflicts with opinions that you have already formed, it can really be disconcerting, y'all. So in 2022, I want us to condition ourselves to be open to learning information that conflicts with the strongly held opinions, with our strongly held. I want to be open. I'm talking to me too. In 2022, I want us to condition ourselves to be open to learning information. I'm telling y'all this because this has happened to me. I had to learn something that got a break. I had to learn something. I hadn't been listening to this particular voice, and I listened to it. And guess what? Great things happened for me. I'm telling y'all this happened to me. That it strongly conflicted with the opinions that I held. And being willing to soften those strongly held opinions. I had to soften my opinion. Robert Hatter. Just a bit to consider I tone it down a little bit now. Just a bit to consider the validity of the new information that I had. Let me show y'all something. Then I'm gonna bring Chris in. Chris, I got you. There's a concept that happens where if you have a firm opinion about something and you learn information that should inform your opinion further, but it conflicts with the ideas you've already have and generated or embraced. There's this notion in our society that I'm simply not open to this. I don't want to hear it. Got my finger on my ear. I can't hear you. They got that kind of approach to new information. One of the things that that is going on and is important in this chop shop community, regardless of your background or your zip code or your racial or ethnic origin, we have to be open to learning, to be open to possibly the very concrete ways that we have come to view the world perhaps are not the only way the world can be viewed. Man, I'm sitting around and I just want to share that with y'all because I had a breakthrough in my life because I knew something. I've been doing it. Chris, I'm about to bring you in. I've been doing this thing in my industry a long time. Somebody came to me with a new idea. And at first, I balked at it. Wesley Yates. I've been doing it 30 years. You tell me. Wesley Yates. And this little voice said, Robert, listen. And I listened. And I listened. And Wesley Yates, very, very beneficial to us on the chop shop, to us in my personal life. It's going to be very, 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 very instrumental. So that's all. I had to share that word with you. I wanted to give it to you yesterday, but I wasn't going to bring Chris in because Chris is a throw me off. So now Y'all got that word. Go back and listen to it again, and we'll talk about it another time. Welcome to the show, Chris Walker. What's up, baby? What's up, C. Walk? Oh, what you muted
I mean, I
yourself?
only had a few minutes, man. You over there acting like you a preacher, man. You act like
No,
you a
man.
preacher, like you
But
T.D.
guess what?
Hatter.
Guess
You
what?
over there being T.D. Hatter.
All you had to do is text me and say I'm coming on. We never know when you're coming on.
Hey, man, that's how it is, man. I'm like a thief in the night. That's what he said. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
thief in
I'm
the
coming
night.
like a thief in the night.
Uh,
No, I was coming on for a few minutes. I got to do an interview, and I'm gonna jump back on after that. Probably
uh-huh.
like 1 o'clock. I'm gonna come back. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Hang out with you, man. What's happening? Where's the
What's up,
cheat
man?
sheet? He coming on today or what?
Oh yeah, he coming on. But what you come on? What you got? Cause I know why you're on here. Yeah, come on.
Why? Why am I on it? Oh, why? Oh, quiet. Oh, that. Ooh. Listen, listen. It's a foregone conclusion what's going to happen to the 49ers, okay? Because we owe them from back in the day with Everson Walls and Dwight Clark. We still owe them from back in the day, okay? They gave us a little loan. We got Dion and Charles Haley, so that, I kind of like let them slide a little bit. They've been terrible. I'm sorry, they've been terrible for a long time, except that little Jimmy Garoppolo lucky thing they got to the Super Bowl. But we're going to put it on them like we put it on the Eagles. It's going to be embarrassing, okay? Like Bugs Bunny said, it's going to be embarrassing. All right, probably going to be same type of
Chris, is there a chance for the Cowboys to lose?
Type of whooping is going
Chris,
to happen to the 49ers.
Is there a chance for the Cowboys to lose?
Zero chance. Not in the big house. Not in the big screen. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
And then guess where we going after that? If they don't stump their toe. If Jalen Hurts don't pull off a miracle, which he won't, we're going back to Tampa Bay to avenge that theft, that thievery that was done on week 1 when they didn't call that pass interference. And they called the pass interference, and we lost the game to Tampa Bay. We go in there. We're going to free AB. We're going to free AB, and we're going to... We're going to free AB. We're going to take the shackles off AB, and we're going to Tampa Bay, and we'll see you in Green Bay. That's what's going to happen. We'll see you in Green Bay. Y'all know what time it is.
I'm trying to. Hey, I'm trying to be nice today.
How about them Cowboys?
I said.
How about them Cowboys?
I said. I was going. You see how y'all? I helped my tongue. I was about to say something, but go on, keep on talking.
No, I'm just saying, man. I got a game tonight.
Yolanda. I wish you was away.
No. Leave Yolanda alone. Leave her alone. Leave her. She's an informed fan. The problem is this: you got your cowboy draws on, but guess what? Listen. You love Memphis to death. Memphis had some down years, boy. When Larry Finch and that was gone, they had some down years. But you never stopped loving Memphis. But all of a sudden, you don't love the Cowboys no more. When that was your team, you drive around the Cowboy golf court. I'm done with you. But you love the Cowboys. Listen, how do we take you back?
Chris.
Dakota Prescott said, we'll take you back.
Chris, it ain't that I don't like the Cowboys. I just don't like y'all. I don't like you and Dale Griggs and all the way how y'all love
our fans.
I don't like y'all.
We cheer for them. Hey, listen. The only
Yolanda,
fair weather fans.
Yolanda's a sweetie pie, man.
Listen, man. The only fair weather fans are the fans that when they team start losing. There's a whole lot of Alabama fans doing what today? Criticizing
Roll Tide.
No. They criticizing Nick Saban today. Trust me on that. Because that's what fans do.
No. Guess who the scapegoat? Guess who the scapegoat today?
Who?
Bill O'Brien. They should have. I didn't even know he was on the damn team.
No, he's an offense coordinator. Oh, yeah. He can't be the scapegoat. How he the scapegoat? Oh, because they kept going for 3? That's Nick Saban's decision. He ain't letting Bill O'Brien make the decision.
Okay.
Ain't no way. He's not letting Bill O'Brien make the decision.
Come on, Dallas. Come on, Cleveland.
No, but Dallas, like I said, Dakota Prescott is going to get it done.
Okay.
He's going to $75 million. However, you know how the numbers work out. He's going to get it done. And we're going to see what time it is. And I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. I'm loving the way it's lining up. They gave us a little easy work in the 49ers. We got to go to Tampa Bay with all that drama.
Is the 49ers
wide receivers? Huh?
Is the 49ers actually easy work?
Yeah, that's easy work. No, that's easy work. Because they beat them bums, the Rams, with Matthew Stafford, who everybody loving on, and all he did was lose in Detroit. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Hold up. Stop the press. Stop the press.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Monte Cora today. Happy birthday, Monte. I was waiting on you to pop on the screen. Happy birthday to you. I would sing to you, but my throat,
No, you can't sing. Don't do that. You
my
can't
throat
sing.
ain't
Don't do
right.
that.
No, Jim. Hey, my throat ain't right today. But
It's a
happy
black cat
birthday.
running
Happy
around that
birthday.
franchise.
Oh,
I don't
now
know who
back to
Kevin
you,
Allen
Chris.
talking about. I don't know who Kevin Allen talking about. I know you're not talking about them boys. I don't know
Hey,
who. I
he
don't
talking
know
about
who Kevin Allen talking about.
amen. So you telling me this is the year that the accident is not waiting to happen. This is the
Listen,
year.
man. Listen, we have building blocks in place. Okay. The first year we screwed up by not playing the rookies at Philadelphia. And then we end up losing to Green Bay at home on that ridiculous. That's why we got rid of that offense, that defense coordinator on that long third down. Was it third or fourth down?
Chris.
What?
I wanted Alabama to win last night, and
I
I ain't
pulled for
going.
Georgia.
I ain't made
I
no
pulled for
excuse
Georgia.
for Alabama. Quit making all
I
them
wanted,
damn excuses.
I wanted Georgia to win. I'm tired of Nick Saban winning. I'm tired of him winning. I'm tired of
So you
everybody
tired
sending
of
their
winners.
kids to
So
Alabama.
you tired of winners now.
No, I'm tired of everybody sending their kids to Alabama. You know what you said? You made a great point the other day. Look at all them laws they put down there in Alabama. Stop sending your kids there.
In Georgia too, Chris.
You're right, but we only had two choices last night. It's like Republican and Democrat. You can hate the other dude all you want. We only got two choices. So sometimes it's the lesser of two evils. It's the
I
lesser
hate
of
that.
two evils.
I hate that. I hate that
Well,
quote.
it is what it is.
I hate that
It's not
quote.
like talking about Jesus Christ and the devil. It's the lesser of two evils, bro.
I hate that
Okay?
quote. But keep going.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm just saying. But I got one thing to say. How about them Cowboys? That's all.
And guess what I want? Guess what I
How
got
about
to
them
say?
Cowboys?
Guess what I got to say? How about them
What?
Lakers?
What about them Lakers? We won 4 straight. What do you mean? LeBron
You
the
just
second
lost
leading
2
scorer in the league.
straight.
They lost 1 straight. What are you talking about?
Jim, you just lost again, man.
Who did they lose? They lost to Memphis. What are you talking about? They won 4 straight, lost to
Memphis be treating them like they some
Hey,
girls.
Memphis is good. Hey, listen, we're playing without AD. We're playing about street clothes. Street clothes still hurt. Westbrook, he doing his thing. And LeBron can't do it all at 30. Look, LeBron too old to do, but he's still old enough. He's still old enough to give you 37-7. And by the way,
What
I
if
hate
he's
to
so
go here.
old? Set his old
Listen,
ass
hold
down
on.
somewhere.
I got to go
Come
to this
on.
interview in a minute. But by the way, here's the thing that I find the most blasphemous thing of all. Thaddeus Moody, I don't see him on the feed, thank God. Because he loves Chicago to death. You can't say nothing wrong about the Black Cat. I'd say, you know what, man, Chris Walker, you and Robert Hatter always getting into it. Because Robert Hatter's right about one thing. If you agree with him, y'all both be wrong. He right about that. Okay, Thad, I see you there. I'm gonna tag you up right now. I said, Chris, be objective. Be objective. Go just look at the numbers. Look at all the records. Don't tell me nothing about longevity, because longevity is the only way you build numbers. That's number one. You have to play for a long time to build numbers. All right? That's end of discussion. I was watching this thing on Barry Bonds last night, because this is his last time to get voted in the Hall of Fame. And I watched these writers talk about Larry Bonds. And I watch all these different people, 2 of them which were African-American writers who have not voted for Larry Bonds. Harold Bryant being one of them. You know who Harold Bryant is. And Terrence Moore. Is it Terrence Clark or Terrence Moore? I can't remember the other guy. And I was listening to him, right? And you know what? I'm gonna talk about that when I come back from.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about that when I come back from the break.
Okay.
Now, I said, Chris, look at LeBron and look at Michael and go through every metric in the NBA. Go through every metric. And are you being just ridiculous when you saying what you're saying? Take the championships out. Talk about every record. Talk about the playoffs. Talk about the regular season and say, you know what? Michael Jordan really is the best ever. And I tried how to. I took off my LeBron fake wig hat, his fake hair. I took it off and I said, dude, really look at it. And you know what I came up with, Hatter? It's not even close. Every metric is not even close. Please stop it. You're watching the greatest player ever. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, because he's going to be gone soon when he gets the record. May not win another championship. It's not even close. I can go to every metric and it's going to blow your mind. From field goal percentage to made free throws to made this to made threes to play. I can go to every metric. You just saw the other day, he's going to be another guy. 7th player only to get 10,000 assists in NBA history. Every metric, bro. Anyway, so let's end that conversation because I don't want to hear you send me nothing else about no Michael Jordan again. Okay, ever again. Because I love Mike. Great shoes, great culture phenomenon. But on the court, when it comes to LBJ, let's stop it and kill the noise. All right, now let's get back to them boys. All you clowns out there, I'm gonna use Hatter's word, that's talking about my Cowboys. Got my grandmother calling them the Cowgirls. I ain't never thought I'd hear that. Called my grandmother calling them the Cowgirls. Let me tell y'all something. By the way, everybody said Zeke was finished, right? Did he get 1,000 yards this year, Hatter? I'm just curious. And CD been on ice, by the way. I heard Shannon Sharp say something so crazy I couldn't believe it. I almost wanted to go through the TV. He said, "Where's CDL?" He said, "I'm gonna get my CDL license." I couldn't believe you were just talking about CD like that. CD from Houston, Texas, H-Town. Hatter, I know you ain't from Memphis. You don't know CD from H-Town, but that's all right though. I'm telling you right now, we about to get it done in the playoffs. We're gonna make light work of the 49ers because they got to come to the big screen at AT&T. God forbid if Jalen Hurts pull off a miracle. God forbid if that happens, because they're gonna get beat by 1,000 too. If they gotta come to AT&T, they're gonna get beat by 1,000. But we probably gotta go to Tampa Bay. And Aaron Rodgers, you already know. You talk about we're the accident waiting to happen. Green Bay is really the accident waiting to happen. He's gonna win the MVP.
Okay.
And he's not gonna make it to the Super Bowl. How about that?
Man, Kelton Solo just said something that was so great. I don't think we would miss LeBron like we miss MJ and Kobe. Absolutely right.
You really? You think not?
When he leaves, I'm not going.
Because we got too many social media. No, who missing Mike? The game is at an all-time high. Nobody talk about Michael Jordan. What are you talking about?
He on a team. You can't forget about it. He on a team. Every time you see LaMelo go down there with.
No. If somebody back in the day, if somebody wore number 23, you'd be like, "Oh man, he wanted to be like Mike." Don't nobody want to be like Mike no more, man. Stop that nonsense, man. You ask any young kid today, they do not talk about Michael Jordan. As many games as I do, I say, "Man, who's your favorite player?" None of them say Jordan. Now, you know who they will say? They'll say Kobe. They will say Kobe. But if you want to talk about Kobe to LeBron, that's an even further, not even close. I'm just saying, man. Thaddeus, stop it. Stop it, Thaddeus. Thaddeus, stop it. Because I'm telling you right now, LeBron will own a team too. He will own a team too one day. Because he owns part of a baseball team. He'll do all the same thing Mike doing. And I love Mike. Mike has been a trailblazer. But LeBron has been even more trailblazer off the court. But how to, like you say, Michael, those guys.
Hold on. Wesley Yates just said something. If these young kids don't know Mike, I know why. Because they don't study the damn game. They just go out there and play. They don't study the damn. These kids don't know. These kids don't know who nobody is. Wesley Yates.
You can't even say that. They don't.
These kids don't have a clue.
I done warmed them up for you. I'm gonna jump on this interview.
Go jump on the thing and get the hell out of here.
Why you telling me to go? I'm just telling you like it is. Oh, what Thaddeus Moody is talking about, man? Oh, number 3.
They tearing your head off on him, man.
Y'all need to stop this, Mike. I don't get it. I get it. You know what it's like? It's like when people start talking about Babe Ruth. I'm like, Babe Ruth. Hold on. Babe Ruth is not the home run king. It's Hank Aaron. And then all of a sudden, Hank Aaron was Bobby.
Wesley Yates said they don't know who Mike is, and all of them got his damn shoes on. Come on, Wesley Yates.
They don't know who. You know what? The women don't know who Chanel is, and they wear her purse. What are you talking about? They don't know who Gucci is, and they wear Gucci. So that doesn't mean anything. It's style, especially black folks. As long as a rapper wearing it, and
he said they know the brand and not the player.
That's what
I'm
saying.
But the player is the brand. Oh, Wesley Yates been drinking. Wesley Yates been with Jimmy this morning.
No. Wesley
been drinking today. He been drinking.
Right. They know the brand and not the player.
He been drinking. Right. He been drinking.
Dude, come on, man. If you grow up in the neighborhood, you see your uncle.
So you're separating. Hold up. You're separating Chris Walker, a show from Chris Walker. That's Chris Walker. Chris Walker's Chris Walker.
No, bro. You missing the mark. They know the brand. Don't know Coco Chanel. Name one of these women on his feed that know who Coco Chanel is. They don't know who Coco Chanel is.
They don't know John Madden and don't know the video. Listen, my sentiment is exactly. Our people don't know their history. Because guess what? That's why I get y'all add some history on this show every day. Because y'all, if the kids don't know, that means y'all don't know. because y'all ain't taught it to the kids. So I understand it, but come on,
You
keep
always
on
got to
rolling.
get somebody on Mate. He said, I know who Coco Chanel is. Stop it, Mate. You probably don't know you can't buy a Chanel bag online. I'm just telling you right now, people don't know. They don't know. Happy birthday, Mate. Leave me alone. But what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you, bro. They know the brand. They don't know anything. Dude, you don't even get me started, man. Social media has changed the world, bro. So much is so accessible to us. We've been desensitized to greatness because we think Kim Kardashian is a star.
I think
We
LeBron
think
is
Caitlyn
great.
Jenner is a star. I
No,
mean, dude,
nobody said LeBron wasn't
been
great.
desensitized to reality
But
and the truth,
but
man.
but I know you got to go. But you
Hey,
always
I'm gonna jump on it. I'm gonna jump on this, and I'm gonna come back and tag
come
you up
on
because
back. Come on back.
else would
You come
they
on back.
wouldn't listen
Come
to
on
me.
back.
They don't know you're an AB lover. They don't know you're an AB lover. They don't know. I'm telling you
Bye,
right now, Hatter loves AB, and he
bye, man.
defends that online. Just so y'all know, I gotta go. I'll be back in a
Bye,
minute.
man. We'll see you later, boy. I'll see you when you get back. Hey, y'all, think about this. Think about this. Why, in order to prompt somebody else up, he got to talk down on Michael Jordan? Y'all see, and y'all do it. That's why I always say I love LeBron. LeBron is great. LeBron is this. LeBron is great philanthropist. Great everything. Great, 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 great. But I've had the advantage, and I hate to talk about this topic. I hate it. I hate it. Y'all, if y'all ever know, I never bring this topic up. Because I've had the advantage. Unlike your kids that you said don't know who Michael Jordan is, I had the advantage of watching him early in his career and being living long enough to watch LeBron early in his career into now. And I'm just saying, LeBron James, I ain't never seen nothing like it in my entire life. Basketball player, off the court, I've never seen nothing about it. Guy with humble beginnings, mama in bad shape, young kid rose out of the ashes like a phoenix. Never gonna talk down on LeBron, ever. But I can't understand people trying to talk down on Michael Jordan. People don't know who he is, but they wear his shoes. I can't believe I can't believe you said that. So you're around here. He can't put a pound without everybody going by. But I hate to really talk about, guess what? Can't we just say they're both great? They're both great. I mean, can't we just say, just appreciate? Glad you said that. Somebody said something. But that's how it's important that we teach our kids, man. I'm tell you why. I was just thinking about it the other day. How we got to teach. Let me get out of that. How we got to teach our kids. Y'all, this stuff, man, they watching us. They are the best in their era. Yes. I'm never gonna talk negative about LeBron James. But I want to share something with y'all. Our young people today are the future messengers of our society. Okay? Y'all hear me on this one. So it's our responsibility, Crystal Wicks. Crystal, I see what you're doing. When you sent me that girl, I didn't know you was doing it, girl. Girl, we gonna get together. Don't you even worry about it. Our young people today are our future messengers. You know what a messenger is? then Google it, of our society. Okay. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the proper message, because if they do not have the proper message, then their message and actions will adversely affect our present, our future, and even the lives of our loved ones. What's up, Mr. Barnes? When we have gone on to meet our demise, so important. It's imperative that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both risk and at risk. Our responsibility may begin with our own kids, but it's not where it stops. And we got to go there, y'all. The message that we give to our youth, and some of them ain't gonna get it. And the reason I was thinking about that, man, you know, wise man told me the other day, he said, man, Robert, he said, it's good to have your best runners on base. We got a few people in positions, okay? It's good to have our best runners on base. But be damn sure your worst batters ain't the one stepping up the plate to bring them in. We got to equip our kid. Man, y'all see what's going on. I'm sitting there thinking about Philadelphia. Something happening in Philadelphia right now. Just telling me about it. Are y'all familiar with what's going on? The violence that's going on in Philadelphia. You know, Chicago, that is Moody, tend to get yeah, Landon, you're right. Landon, absolutely. You're right. Wesley Yates still trying to win. I'm not trying to win the argument with you, Wesley Yates. I just told you, Michael Jordan is his brand. You can't separate him from his brand. If your kids around here wearing his shoes and you ain't told him who he was, then that's on you. It's on you. You saying the kids wearing his shoes and don't know who he is, that's on you. You should ask him, why you want me to buy you these shoes? But that's not important. That's not important. Chicago seems to grab all the headlines, y'all. But the Philadelphia Eagles have decided they were going to impact this space. They announced a program the other day, last Tuesday. It's called the End Philly Gun Violence. Last Tuesday, the Philadelphia Eagles. They wasn't mincing words. They said, end Philly's gun violence. As part of the campaign, the Eagles Social Justice Fund is contributing over $300,000 in grants to 32 local nonprofits specializing in social justice work. Here's the trigger. This is what started. In 2021, just last year, there were 562 homicides in Philadelphia. I got friends that live up there. An increase of more than 25% from the previous year. It's a record for the city dating back to at least 1960 when they started tracking this stuff. And they said that the only way to match this stuff, you got to make it go backwards. Check this out. You have to get resources. You got to get these guns off the street. You got to create trust in the community, which is the hardest part. People just don't value human life. Mindy is crazy up there, Mindy. 32 different organizations is needed to help this cause up in Philly. And I'm smart enough to know when you have struggle and strife that creates stress, and the reaction to that stress tend to us to be our very worst. But these players for the Philadelphia Eagles are taking an active part in this, y'all. Rodney McLeod, Google said, how can I help? Owner Jeffrey Lurie, the owner, Philadelphia, he said, what can I do to help? I think one thing I like about what the Eagles are doing, and I haven't seen this particular model, the funds that is part of the Eagle Social Fund is a 1-to-1 matching program. So whatever the players contribute, the owner of the team gonna contribute. I hope they can make a change up there because I got people in that community. I don't know if y'all got family up there. And I hope all the teams can do it. But y'all, they have created a website called InPhillyGunViolence.com to serve as a resource to steer the young people to a proven and effective help. The Eagles also vowed a site that would be aided by PSAs and social media campaigns, TikTok and all the stuff the kids are on, because they're trying to figure out a way to educate the younger kids. So it's y'all, it's a lot. I know we're gonna talk about Jimmy be on here shortly, and we're gonna talk about sports. But when I see stuff like what I was talking about in the beginning of the show, we need. It's on us. It's on us as a community. Yeah, it's happening in Philly, but it could easily be Houston. It could easily be Memphis. You know, so shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for doing that. And another story, reminding you the top. I said that in the beginning. You missed it. Melvin Dews, you got on late. Go back and get the beginning of the show, Melvin Dews. Thank you. You're very, very late. But it's a lot of stuff. Alabama lost last night. But let me tell you something, man. I saw some that happened after the game. Alabama, Georgia won the national championship. And I saw something, and I hope I put it on tape. I want to share it with y'all. I think I got it. Did I put it? Yes. Check this out.
Bryce and Will, thanks for your time. We'll let you head back to your locker room.
I'd like to say something. Can I say something?
Absolutely.
You know, these two guys that are sitting up here, they're not defined by one game. These guys played great for us all year. They're great competitors. They were great leaders on this team, and they contributed tremendously to the success of this team, and we would not be here without them. All right, and both of them take responsibility for the loss, but both of them contributed in a lot of ways in a positive way to giving us a chance to win and a chance to be here to have an opportunity to win. So I just want to thank them for that and let everybody know how proud I am of these two guys.
Thank you, Coach. Thought that was unique, man. Somebody sent that to me. This is what sports is all about when it really comes down to it. A great life lesson. Sometimes your best effort just isn't enough sometimes. Somebody just beat you sometimes. PGWs. Sometimes you just ain't gonna win. It's okay. Sometimes you just won't win. How much you want to bet on that, Aaron Keith Fobb? Put your money where your mouth is. You telling me a defensive a player gonna win the Heisman next year? Tell me about no facts. How in the hell is that a fact? How's a fact that you don't know what's gonna happen next year? The kid could get hurt. or whatever. How the hell you know that's a fact? I mean, how you know that's a fact? It ain't never happened in history but one time a defensive player ever won a Heisman Trophy. You said facts, Hatter. I'm going to put it on the screen. You said facts. Facts. Come on, man. Come on. Go back to the beginning of the show. Bob, you got here late. Go back to the beginning of the show. Do me a favor. I mean, I know you can't, but I wish you can go back in the beginning. Come on, man. Come on, man. You just said this guy gonna win the Heisman. Will win the Heisman next year. And I said, are you sure? Are you sure he gonna win the Heisman? You know what you're saying. As a deputy, I had issues with Kirby Smart's comments after the game, but that's neither here. What did he say? I didn't look at Kirby Smart's. I want to hear. What did he say? What did he say? Boss Life, Boss Life, tell me what he did, man. Somebody send that to me, Boss Life. What did Kirby Hart say? All right, okay. What did Kirby Smart? Man, have I got to look it up myself? Where's Freightman? Where's Kevin Freightman when I need him? Hold up. Kirby Smart, what the hell did he say? Hold up, yeah. I guess I'll find it myself. Okay. Kirby Smart. Hold up. Let me Google him. Since y'all don't want to help me. What did he talk about? Give me something, because I'm here looking at it now. What did he say? Oh, I got you, Father. I'm sorry. I got you. He said, tear up the city? Wait a minute. Man, the boom boom room losing this. Boss Life, don't do me like that, Boss Life. What did he say? He said something about tearing up the city. Hold on. There's going to be some property torn up in Indianapolis tonight, baby. That's what he said. Okay, thank you, D. White. I know y'all on a 10-second delay. Y'all didn't like that? Y'all didn't like that? She said, I thought it was a weird. Okay, D, I want to hear it, man. D, let me see, can I hear it? Hold up, D. Y'all, hold up. Let me hear it with y'all. Hold up, we're going to hear it together. Hey, Boss Life, I can't believe you did me like that.
Kirby, I gotta know, what does that trophy taste like? Well, I didn't get a full taste, but I can tell you this. There's gonna be some property torn up in Indianapolis tonight, baby!
Okay, I should be laughing. Okay, let's table that. Stop it, Ken Gamble. Y'all look what Kim Gamble said. Hey, y'all, I'm a loss for words. I'm going to listen to y'all on this one. No cause if the wrong person said the city would be torn up. If the wrong person said, okay, Indy is not, wait a minute, is Indy not nothing out there? Hold up. I just want Boss White. D. White, you said it was weird. Not terrible, but shouldn't have said it. Okay, I'm with that. I'm just trying, y'all got to have, hell no, I didn't like it. to piggyback off George Floyd when property was torn up, it was called a ride. But because should be talking about Nick Saban after the game comments to people, telling folks not to let one get. We did talk about that, Jacoby, have you ever thought about something that you might have just got late, came on late to the show? Because that's what we were talking about. I just played the video. Should be talking about Nick Saban after game comments. Yes, I just played that. I don't go that far with it though, Boss Life. I just can't. I can't go that far with it. I didn't compare that with George Floyd at all. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I can't get that one. I can't get that one. If a black coach would have said that after championship, yes, black person do a lot of stuff. Yeah. I told you that he got the complexion for protection. Y'all think I'll be playing? There were probably a bunch of stop. Herb, I wish I could talk about it on the show. Yeah. Let me play it again. This for Jacoby. Let me play something. Jacoby and the late people just came on. This is what I played right before.
Bryce and Will, thanks for your time. We'll let you head back to your locker room.
I'd like to say something. Can I say something?
Absolutely.
You know, these two guys that are sitting up here, they're not defined by one game. These guys played great for us all year. They're great competitors. They were great leaders on this team, and they contributed tremendously to the success of this team, and we would not be here without them. All right, and both of them take responsibility for the loss, but both of them contributed in a lot of ways in a positive way to giving us a chance to win and a chance to be here to have an opportunity to win. So I just want to thank them for that and let everybody know how proud I am of these two guys.
I love that. If I don't like Nick Saban, I love that right there, man. Y'all can't take that moment away from me. In Boss Life, I understand, but come on, man. But you know what, Boss Life? I got something for you. It was some historical context to what he said, Boss Life. You know, you might have your opinion, and guess what? You might keep it, but it's some historical fact. Okay? No, I ain't gonna say fact. Somebody just sent me and said, he said that from a quote that the head coach of Georgia said after they won the championship 40 years ago. Okay? Boss Life, I don't know. It's okay to mess up a sit out the window. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they be out. Boss Life, have you ever been to an Auburn game? Let me help you. Chris Walker's on here. Put Chris. Boss Life, do me a favor. Go to an Auburn University game. And after the game, go down there on Toomer Avenue, Toomer. And tartar tissue is everywhere on the trees. I mean, that. I walked down that street. I'll never forget it. The first time I went, Boss Life, I said, what the hell? Who gonna clean this mess up? That's the first thing I was in culture shock. I was by myself, Toomer Avenue. I was by myself, and Pat Peterson going to guess what? I know the game. Pat Peterson versus LSU versus Cam Newton. So, you know, after I talked to Pat, I went kicked it down there. I went downtown. Man, I said, what the? I've never seen nothing like. Y'all got to Google it. If y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Google Toomer Avenue after an Auburn football game. Unbelievable. And then, Chris, what's wrong with cheap ass internet? But I got you. So you get it. Okay. I just want to know, did you get it? Because I didn't go that far. I didn't go that far with it. Chris, what's wrong with your raggedy phone, man? Come on, can't get right. Get right.
I'm in the Marriott. Man, I'm in the hotel, man. I don't know what
Okay,
happened.
don't
I
be
think that was
telling
your
everybody where
internet.
you at,
You know, you
man.
got that T maybe.
Huh?
You got that T maybe, man.
Yeah, but Chris, we talked about when you left because we got tired of talking about your only two subjects to talk about.
What? What the Cowboys and LBJ?
LeBron James, and Dakota Prescott. You're the only person calling him Dakota. Y'all
Dakota,
don't,
man. Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, you the only person. So we ain't gonna talk about that much. But Chris, there's some unique things happening in the news. Vince Dooley. Okay, what's the name? Not Vince Dooley. The coach last night. What's the coach for Georgia? He came on.
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart. He said
Kirby
something
Smart.
last night. Chris, hold up. He said it's gonna be some property tore up in Indianapolis tonight.
Why?
I don't know. Let me let you hear what. Here you go. I don't even feel like good. I'm gonna let you look at the screen. That's him. We play it again. Let me get it. Let me make it bigger. Boy, this stuff.
He's elated. He should be happy, man. He beat the big bad
Check this
Wolves.
out, Chris.
Taste mine. Well, I didn't get a full taste, but I can tell you this: there's gonna be some property torn up in Indianapolis tonight, baby.
Tonight, baby.
What kind of comment is that?
Oh, so okay. See, I like it. You don't like it either. You and Boss like. Tell me why you didn't like it.
Whose property is gonna get torn up?
He just said some property. He might have been. He might have been talking about some of them co-eds. I don't know what he's talking about.
Nah. I mean, I hope he's talking about Alabama T-shirts or something like that. But I mean, I don't know about that.
But what happened? Vince Dooley said it 40 years ago when they won 40 years ago.
Okay, that's funny, but funny,
Okay.
not funny.
And guess
Like,
what?
sorry, not sorry.
I
Funny,
just
not
thought
funny.
about who the Georgia fans on here. What my Georgia fans on? Somebody was bragging about Georgia. Who was that? Dale Griggs was bragging about Georgia early in the show, right? I just thought about something. Georgia, the last time Georgia won,
1980.
no, the last time Georgia won, Herschel Walker was black.
That's right. Oh wow, that's right.
Oh, you missed that,
Y'all
didn't
need
you?
to stop
You
that.
missed
Y'all
that
need
one,
to stop
didn't you? Oh, boy.
He's running for the Senate. He's running for the Senate.
I
right?
said he was black. He ain't black
Yeah,
no
Herschel.
more. Let's keep it. He ain't black no more.
Herschel was a different cat. But
Okay.
you know, everybody got to do their. I mean, I love Herschel Walker. I ain't gonna lie. Like, people got to understand something, man. I mean, we can have this conversation,
Uh-huh.
but I'm telling you right now, when I was a kid, I was watching a special on Motown.
Uh-huh.
It was on last night. It was and they had Barry Gordy, Smokey Robinson. Some of you probably already seen it. And man, when they told us, because I know you're an old soul, so you like stuff like this. They told a story. Oh my God, I ain't seen a cheat sheet in a long time. And you know what? This blasphemous dude got a Chicago Bulls hat on. I'm done. But they was telling a story. They was telling a story of Motown and how he built it. And from every, oh man, you got to see it.
It's called Hitsville, USA.
Unbelievable documentary. Unbelievable documentary.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I was like, man, I'm
Guess
tired.
what I call
couldn't
it?
turn it off.
Guess what I
couldn't turn
call it? Guess what I
What's
call
that?
it? Black excellence.
Oh my! I couldn't turn it off. See, people don't realize. They look at and people in the Midwest would know this. People look at Detroit as a downtrodden city right now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, because of the Great Migration, Detroit was really the first Harlem.
Yes.
You're right. It was really the first Harlem. People
Yes.
don't know that.
Yes.
You know. And so all of the talent. Imagine all of the best black talent basically in the United States living in Detroit.
Tour. Yeah.
Kind of like you talking about the Harlem Renaissance.
Yes.
So this dude, you know, I mean, all the best jazz musicians, all the talent, all those people basically came from Detroit, you know, to a degree. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, man, what an unbelievable documentary.
What
Man,
made you bring it up? What made you bring it up?
I was bringing it up to talk. Oh my God, why was I bringing it up? I
You was
trying
messing
to-
with Jimmy. If you had left Jimmy alone, you
Oh,
trying
I
to
was
mess
trying
with
to-
Jimmy.
I was trying to figure out what oh my God.
It's gonna
Why I
come
was
back to
bringing
you.
it up.
Big as that head is, it's gonna come back to
But
you.
I know what it was.
Uh-huh.
Because it has something to do with how African Americans, right? Because you brought up Herschel Walker, and you know, obviously they think he's coffee with a whole bunch of cream in it, right?
Okay.
And so I had the pleasure I shouldn't say pleasure. One day I got hijacked and I was on the phone. Next thing I know, I was on the phone with O.J. Simpson.
Sure was. I
Remember I
remember.
called you and told
You
you about
called
that
me.
day?
Yeah.
I called you. I said, yo, you're not gonna believe this. I just talked to OJ. The juice is loose. Right? So to the point where I was like, man, should I get a juice on the chop shop? And then y'all talk me out of that. I said, nah,
Yeah, I said, I want
I said, we'll break the internet if we bring the juice on the chop shop. But here's the deal. And he sound like the juice and everything. And the crazy thing is, dude, the juice was my hero when I was a kid, man.
Mine
Y'all can say what
too.
y'all want. The
Mine
Herschel
too.
Walkers, thanks. I'm just telling you. The juice was my hero.
Hold
Herschel
on, Chris.
Walker-
Didn't win a
Herschel
game.
Walker
Chris.
was an icon when I was a
Chris.
kid.
He didn't win a game, and he still was my hero. But keep going.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Herschel Walker in what college football was in 1980
Yeah.
was a god.
Oh,
Y'all don't
yes.
understand. You
A
say what you want about it now.
demigod, not no god, demigod. But
You
keep
know what
going.
I'm saying? Demigod, whatever you want to say. I'm telling you right now, this dude was Vince Dooley. I still know that name to this day. He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only Vince I know other than Vince Young. So I'm just trying to tell you. So it's
like that.
funny. It's funny how we look at certain people
Right.
and man, he just, as that word that
Right.
come on,
Yeah,
come on,
I
Frank.
saw him. I didn't
Words like
repeat.
that you use, but I can talk a whole another one. I was watching a special on Barry Bonds and the way they treating Barry Bonds, and Jimmy is a media guy that votes on certain things, and they made a comment I couldn't believe. He said, what's funny? He says that, and it was I forgot the guy that's on those commercials with the Big Hurt. Talking about the eugenics, oh my God, what's Andy Van Slyke?
Frank.
Andy Van Slyke and the little quarterback Doug Flutie. Andy Van Slyke. He
Ain't
said,
name Frank
the one that says,
Thomas? What his name?
Frank Thomas.
That's
He
the Big
said, "Oh my
Hurt.
God,
The
I
Big
feel
Hurt is
great."
Frank
I'm
Thomas.
like, yeah, dude was terrible actor. He's like, oh my God, I feel great. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, he was like, hold on a second. They got racists, they got bigots, they got all type of people in the Hall of Fame, but they won't put Barry Bonds in. I like, and it caught me for a second. I'm like, oh my God.
Ty Cobb.
Forget about him. They got way more. They got ones
Yeah.
way after him.
Right.
Okay. But what I'm saying is it caught me off guard. I'm like, ooh, because baseball for a long time did not allow African Americans to play. Guys who
Absolutely.
played with Jackie Robinson, guys who played against Jackie Robinson, and so forth and so on.
And Jimmy, and Chris, hold on. What was unique in the beginning? They could play. Then they stopped them from playing.
I remember that. They stopped them from playing.
Yeah, they
That's
said,
true.
"No, y'all can't play no more. Y'all can't play." But come
Man,
on, finish.
Let me
Keep
tell you
going.
something, man. You have to to understand what goes. I don't even want to get too political. But my point is, I was saying before, we talk about some of these athletes, and we, like Herschel Walker and what he's doing,
Right.
And then I laugh and I say, yeah, but a guy like Tommy Tuberville, y'all talking about Auburn, was coaching Auburn for years, and look what that dude is in there doing in the Senate now. I'm just telling y'all.
He one
So
of the
when y'all
worst.
send y'all kids to these players, to these coaches, right? Look at the totality of the man. Forget about the patch on the shirt. That's who's guiding your son, right? That's who's guiding your son. And so you don't
just in
think
case
it
they
has
don't
a
understand-
residual effect?
In case they don't understand, Tuberville is one of those senators that's voting against the Voting Rights Bill Act. It's voting against the Build Back Better plan. He is the one. Anything that got something to do with people that look like the guys that got him all that money, Tommy Tuberville is voting against it. Just in case y'all didn't understand what Chris was talking about. So sometimes people don't understand. But keep going, Chris. Keep going.
Man, see, this is why Kevin Freeman. That's why I have to chop people up on the chop shop.
Yeah,
What's
you
wrong
got
with
it,
him, man.
You got to
Kev,
get
why
it.
that's unbelievable, man. You know what? But anyway, nevertheless,
Leave him alone. He gonna call his son on you. Don't talk. Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna chop his son up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop his son up in a minute. I'm gonna chop his son up. So you better stop, Kevin. You better sit in that classroom and be still over there now. But at the end of the day, Jimmy, can I ask you a question, man? First of all, I wear my Chop Shop shirt, and I just want to get a silhouette somewhere on the Chop Shop logo. Can I get a silhouette? But the last thing I'm gonna say is, why the hell are you wearing a Chicago Bulls hat?
Yeah, I don't understand that move there.
I don't understand that. And number two,
Tell us your
number
tie.
two,
Tell
hey,
us your
Jimmy,
tie to Chicago.
Hold up, T-Sheet.
So y'all-
Before you answer
y'all
that question, I
serious?
got two more things before you answer that question. I was watching Colin Cowherd, the guy Peter Schrager, on Good Morning Football, right? One of them dudes that I don't know why he on TV. Watch on Good Morning Football has this thing called Schrager's Cheat Sheet. I was like, oh hell no, I gotta call Schrager's cheat sheet talking about the NFL, right? And then on top of that, I know
As
y'all
long
probably
as he
already
didn't
had
say
this debate.
recruiter's cheat sheet, but keep going.
That's fine. But the other thing is that was Thaddeus Moody. That's why he got on. The other thing is they had a debate on, and I don't know y'all talked about it already. Chauncey Billups said that Kyrie oh, did y'all talk about that?
No, we ain't talked about it. We talked
Ooh,
about it on
we gotta
Twitter.
talk about that.
We
gotta
talked about it
Ooh,
on a group text.
okay. Ooh, he stepped on the ant bed there, boy.
What? Tell me
He
why.
stepped on the ant bed.
Tell him what he said.
No, and Jimmy,
first.
don't you forget, you got to explain that
No,
damn
I'm gonna let
Chicago.
Jimmy.
You ain't
Jimmy
getting out of
knows-
the
Jimmy
Chicago,
knows exactly.
the Chicago hat. Come on.
Yeah, he got to answer to that.
Yeah, you got to answer
Jimmy,
to that.
what did he say, Jimmy?
Well, let's the Chicago thing is really simple.
Make it
Chris,
simple.
Is where you cue up your thoughts on this Chauncey Billups topic and with Kyrie Irving in just a second. But this Chicago Bulls, in case you guys want, Chicago Bulls, you guys know that if you haven't been paying attention to me on the Chop Shop, I've been consistent with one thing. I told you guys, I'm that guy that's going to get on the winning team. I will be on the winning team. Period. It's like Jay-Z say, I will not lose. I'm gonna hop on the winning team. Chicago Bulls has the best record in the East. Best record in the East this season. They're one of understand something. They're
Where
one
you
of the
go to
funnest-
State at? Where you go to State shirt had that then?
You remember me wearing one when they won the title? You don't remember me wearing the shirt? You don't remember that? I gave you a shirt.
Yeah, you did give me a shirt.
Hell.
You did give me a shirt.
Boy,
Okay.
y'all something else,
Hey,
boy. Y'all
hey,
something else.
Okay,
Man,
okay.
I
Now
will.
we know. Chris, come on, Chris. Come on.
No, I'm waiting for Jimmy, because Jimmy, like, he's always always ticky tacky about the words. What exactly did Chauncey Billups say?
What did y'all help me?
No. I'm saying you want to let the boom boom room know everybody's not abreast of what happened last
Okay.
night. This
Go on,
was
Jimmy.
after the game, after Portland played Brooklyn last night. So,
No.
they played them yesterday.
It played him. He said it before the game.
He said it before the game.
Right.
So
After
that
they
was-
beat him,
so
by the
now-
way.
Yeah, and Portland did win without their starting backcourt. But now keep going. Now, what did he say?
He said
What did Chauncey
that I want y'all to correct me because I don't have this. Kyrie Irving
I got it.
is the best. Did he say ball hunting point guard?
Oh,
most
okay.
skilled,
The most skilled point guard in history.
In NBA history.
Yeah.
And they took him to task today, all day on.
Wow.
I haven't heard nothing this morning on it, but I
You
can't
tape
wait to
everything.
go see
You
it.
tape everything and hit it later. I know how you do it.
No. But guess what? Let's talk about it. I got a fresh mind then.
Okay,
So
we can do that.
I told me and Jimmy is on a group chat with one more guy, and I told him, what the hell did he say wrong? He told me, how do
In
you know
history?
Zeke? You know Zeke is the most skilled. I said, no. Isaiah Thomas was my idol.
So
But
can I ask you a question? Define the word skilled. So when you say he's the most skilled,
I put it like this. This is what I said. This is what I told him. Kyrie got the ability to post up on the low block. Hold on. That's a skill. If everybody can't do it. If everybody can't do it. Because y'all always talk about, man, you don't know how to post up. Your footwork ain't right. You know what your coach speak. Then he can go mid-post and whoop through. I mean, he got all of that game. Then he got the dribble game. He got one of the best handlers in the world. Then he got, going down the open court. He one of the best open court players. Those are skills that I've never seen nobody have, man, in history. Tell me you tell me he's not skilled? Oh, okay. What I learned, Jimmy, if you don't say nothing about that big slew-footed dude out there, number 23, number 6, the dude who changed his damn number every damn week that played for the losing ass Lakers. Hold on, Jimmy, if you don't mention him,
the guy who was number 8, number 24.
yeah, all of them damn numbers.
That guy.
Yeah, all of them numbers.
That's the guy you talking about?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, I'm just trying to
So
figure out
when
to change the number.
hold on, hey Jimmy, look here. When you don't say nothing about him, this Chris Walker.
No, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing.
The man ain't said he said the most skill. So maybe we need to ask Chauncey Billups what he mean. Because when he said it, I said, I agree with that. I
See,
agree with that.
you're a prisoner of the moment. That's what you are, which is fine. It's okay. How do you listen? Even you, the great Robert Hader. I'm sorry, I forgot the other T. The great Robert Hader could be a prisoner of the moment because last time I checked, Kyrie Irving was All NBA first team 7 times, right?
I didn't say nothing about
Jimmy,
NBA first
Jimmy, last time I
time.
checked, he was All NBA first team 5 times, right? No, he was All NBA second team 5 times, right? He was All NBA.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
2 times, right?
Hold up. Let me put this on the
All
screen.
NBA first team.
Hey, Jimmy, let me put this on. Keep talking, Jimmy. I'm going to put this on the screen because this dude
Hold on.
don't get it.
Hold on. Hold on.
You don't get it.
He was the MVP of the NBA 3 times, right, Jimmy?
You don't get it.
My bad. Let me stop. I got to back it up again. He was the MVP of the finals, right, Jimmy?
No, none of that.
Oh, wow. None of that? None of that? None
This
of that?
what the quote. This what.
Take it off the screen. Take it
No,
off the
no,
screen.
no. I'm not getting that off the screen. This what the man said.
They got it.
The most skill. He didn't say the guy with the most championship.
Let me finish. Okay, so he's a better shooter. So he has the most 3-point shots of any point guard. So he's more skilled than Jason Kidd. He's got more. He's more skilled than Steve Nash. He's more skilled than John Stockton. He's more skilled than Isaiah Thomas.
I tell you what. I'd rather agree
He's more
with
skilled
Chauncey
than Steph
Billups.
Curry. He's more skilled than Steph
Hold
Curry.
up. Listen to me. I'd rather agree with Chauncey Billups than you.
I'm just saying. Now how about this? He was more skilled than Chauncey Billups. That's for sure. He was more skilled than Buck. I mean, I can name a bunch more point guards.
Magic
Gosh,
Johnson. Hold on. If Buck was 6'2", Buck wouldn't goddamn it be Buck. If LeBron James, hold on, since you want to go there. If LeBron James beat Bernie, hold up. If LeBron James won a freak of nature and was 6'2", like Kyrie, he wouldn't be none of that. Let me go to all of these other guys. What else you say?
They got a Hicksism. I got a Hatterism. It was my aunt was my auntie.
No, but you hold up. But guess what? You went to talk about have he won 7 times? Hold up. Sam Jones won 10 championships, and y'all don't even know who the hell he is.
No. Hold up. See, I'm not talking championships. I'm not doing that.
But you went there.
You went there. The greatest point guards of all time. I didn't say Bob Cousy. I didn't say Oscar Robertson. I didn't say because Kyrie will finish and he will not be.
Can I read it? Hold on.
Hold on. Top of that, Hatter.
Chris, hold on, Chris, because we incomplete. Let's be fair to Chauncey, and I'm gonna put on my glasses because I can't see that little bit ass ESPN writing. Kyrie he's a wizard, man. That's how I call him. Chauncey Billups said before, he's must-see TV. I personally, hold on, can't I finish? I personally think, as somebody that played the position, I think Kyrie is the most skilled player that's ever played the position. Just straight out skill, nothing else. Okay. Just straight skill. I think he's the best that I've ever seen at the position, skill-wise. So obviously he gives you a ton when he's playing. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all see this guy on there with them glasses on that screen right there? Let me tell you something. I'll never forget this.
See, don't come on.
No, I'm finna come at you personally. Jimmy Hicks. That man right there told me, man, Kyrie Irving was the best high school player I ever seen in my entire life.
That is true.
Okay. So he get the pros and doing the same damn thing he was doing in high school.
I'm gonna do what you do. I'm gonna take words apart. You said Chauncey Billups said he was the most skilled. I said he was the best high school player.
Okay.
Now,
I'd rather believe Chauncey.
And I'm gonna tell you again. again, see, I don't want to chop up Kyrie.
Coach, just
Because
like you chop up Michael
he has
Jordan.
other deficiencies that stop him from being great.
Listen,
Good is good, but being great is something else. And they say, well, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, because he played with LeBron. But what I'm saying is because pre-LeBron and after LeBron, look at his career. Dude, it's what it is, Hatter. Would James Worthy be in the Hall of Fame if he didn't play with Magic? Kareem would be in the Hall of Fame if he didn't play with Magic.
Jimmy.
I'm just saying.
Jimmy, would you look at that? Jimmy, can you read the screen?
Michael Cooper,
Jimmy, can you read the screen? Can you read the screen? All the man said was he think he's the most skilled player. What's wrong with that?
Can I ask you a question? Is he more skilled than Steve Nash?
Hell yeah.
Steve Nash was MVP 2 straight years.
There you go.
Well,
hold on. Go watch this, Jimmy. Is he more skilled? Hold on. Is Steve Nash? Hold on. Jimmy, I got it. Is Steve Nash more skilled than Sam Jones? Sam Jones won 10 championships.
Sam Jones was
He won 10 championships.
Listen, he wasn't a star. Steve Nash is hold on. We're talking about comparable, Sam.
10 championships, Chris Walker.
Okay, so should I talk about Big Shot Bob? That's not what I'm talking about, Hattie. You play with. I'm talking about. Let's talk about the greatest point guards. Is he more skilled than Jason Kidd?
Yes.
He's more skilled than Jason Kidd.
I'll put it like this.
Hold on.
Have Jason Kidd. Hold on. Can I throw in Jimmy? Jimmy, you're gonna like this one. Can I throw this one in?
Without
you go and ever tell me have Jason Kidd have an average, hold on, listen to me, ever had 90-some% from the free throw line. Hold on, 50-some% from the field. Hold on. Can I finish? And 40, Kyrie is a 90, 50, 40 man. Ain't now one of them guys you saying it ain't doing that.
Okay. But you know what? Jason Kidd got 10,000 assists, 12,000 assists, and is top 10 in three-point shooting of all time. So tell me the skill that Kyrie is better than him at. And he's got a championship.
Jimmy, it's your turn. Jimmy, I'm finna take a break.
And he got a championship.
He done got on my nerves.
Hold up, Jimmy. He got a championship, and he didn't play one of the greatest players ever.
Here's what I think. Once again, it's the ultimate trap that Black folk, we always fall in.
Rod Strickland's another good one.
We always get lured into. We don't hear often that white folk are being drawn into comparing to their greats. You know, we hear every now and then. Like right now, you get Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady right now.
Yeah, they do, Jim.
But that's an MVP race that they're talking about right now. It ain't the best ever conversation. We always get lured into the fantasies about best ever. And the thing about it is, why is it always done when one of them books is not closed yet? One of their is just like the LeBron thing. It's a disadvantage. I said it from the get-go. LeBron don't know what his career is going to entail or incorporate over the next few years. You don't know what is going to with Kyrie Irving.
What are you going to do, Jimmy? What are you going to do, Jimmy?
Understand something. With Kyrie Irving.
Jimmy, this part of our culture, though. I don't care what white folks do. This part of our culture. But keep going.
So, no, that's just a disclaimer for entering this room of a conversation about this topic. With Kyrie Irving right now, he's already, understand something. He's returned, and he's still public enemy number one for a lot of people, especially those who dwell in New York and New Jersey. Like Chris,
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that, Jim.
No. But he doesn't occupy the warm spot of your heart or the warm side.
Let me put it back up there because y'all get off task on me.
Understand something. I think sometimes a person can say something, and unless you go and listen to the entire context, what he's delivering it in, sometimes you know what the Hooper is talking about when he's saying that. You're not going to take Chauncey literally. He didn't mean he's the best doggone guard ever in the history of basketball. I didn't take it like that. I take it as though Chauncey was giving credit. I took it as Chauncey was just giving a pregame compliment to a guy that understands something. that has been through peaks and valleys in his life and has stood up for a few things and will be probably revered in about 20 years from now. People will revere him and for his decisions.
Maybe not, but again,
not that earth being flat thing.
but Jimmy. So let me ask you a question.
Let me finish.
He said they're gonna be revered because Chauncey went through some stuff and he's got to get revered too because him getting that job based on what he had to go through was crazy.
But Chauncey made a decision. Understand? Chauncey made a decision to not coach him. Chauncey turned down the job. They offered Chauncey the job to come and be the GM over at Cleveland. Yes.
Yeah, but that was post Kyrie and LeBron, wasn't it?
No, that was no. They were still there at the time, but Chauncey knew.
He said he turned it down, Jimmy, but I found out something different.
Yeah, but it's one of those things.
You know, Jimmy, you know he had problems at Portland because the people, the women stuff, because you know he did something to a girl.
Exactly.
I mean, he was in something. He was with the but I want to add some more for Chauncey. Just give us some more context. Because I see people just all over the place. Can I give a little context, Chris? Just a little bit, because you are uncontextual. No. Okay, here we go, Chris. His shot making is incredible. Bill said he's a better passer than people give him credit for. He is obviously a willing teammate. He's not just all about Kyrie. He passes the ball. He's a champion. He brings championship pedigree to the table. I think he hit one of the most biggest shots that ever in NBA Finals.
So let's just talk about one shot, not the MVP.
So he brings all of that things with him. That's all the man said.
So okay, fine. I'm not dissing. I like Chauncey Billups. I don't know if he can coach worth a damn, but I like him. Okay, I like Kyrie. All I'm doing is stating facts, guys. I'm just stating facts. Here's my thing. I'm gonna say it again.
I love this one.
What's that?
You gonna see it on the screen.
That's unvaccinated.
I love that one.
You know what? He might be the only.
Come on, man. Come on, Chris. Come on, Cleveland.
It might be. But here's my thing, though. I'm gonna say it again. I go Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas. Now the games are different at different times. AI, Jason Kidd. Right. All I'm saying is.
Based on what? What are you based it on? You just say
skill-wise. I'm talking about skill-wise.
I'm saying so you went and attempted to break down.
Kyrie Irving is the fanciest. He might be the fanciest. He might be the most colorful of those guys. But to say he's more skilled, I don't know about that.
Jason Kidd can't outshoot him.
I guarantee
Jason Kidd can't out-dribble him.
You would block, yo, man. You see, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen Jason. Chris, let's not go with Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd has 12,000 assists and is top 10 in NBA 3-point shooting all time. What the hell are you talking about?
Still can't outshoot him.
Okay, then I can't say nothing then.
Okay,
I didn't say 3-pointers. I said
Jason.
Has Jason Kidd ever? Hold up. Go through the Jimmy. Look it up, Jimmy. Have he ever shot 40% from the free throw?
On the free throw line.
Oh, you mean
I mean from 3-pointer. Jason Kidd. 40%?
He close to it. Probably 38, 39.
Kyrie averaged that the last 2 years. He had 90, 50, 40, Jimmy.
I mean, like 39 is the change on the Kyrie.
I don't want to look at numbers, man. Listen, I'm surprised too when I look at Jason Kidd stuff.
This man said he don't want to look at numbers.
Jason Kidd was beast, man.
Jason Kidd shot over 40% in his heyday when he was with the Dallas Mavericks. And that was 3 years in a row. He shot 46%, 40%, and 42% in consecutive years with the Mavericks. And with his second with the Mavericks, not back in the early days. He was
he didn't shoot that many.
Hey, how about this? 3-pointers all time, right?
Okay.
I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'm surprised Thaddeus Moody ain't pulled it up yet. Most 3-pointers all time. I'm going to pull it up on my thing
Kyrie right now. I'm with Chauncey.
I love Stephen Curry. He's number 1, all right? Ray Allen, number 2. Jason Kidd is number 12 all-time 3-point shooting.
Okay.
I don't even know. Steve Nash is 28. Like,
What about his mid-range? What about his mid-range? I said
Dude.
shooting overall. 3-point shooting ain't all. Come on, Chris.
Do we talk about Steph Curry's mid-range and say he's the greatest shooter?
Oh, he got a great mid-range. He got a great mid-range.
I didn't see how you move the needle. See how you move the goalpost? I said, when we talk about Steph Curry,
Let me help you out.
we talk about Klay Thompson being the greatest shooter of all time.
Can I help you out?
We talk about mid-range.
Can I help you out? Steph Curry is another one of those guys who averaged 90, 40, and 50.
No. See, no, I'm not going to let you change the subject. Jimmy, when we talk about Steph Curry being the greatest shooter of all time, do we say one word about mid-range? We do not.
But guess what? I'm talking about Chauncey Billups and his quote. You got the Chris Walker's opinion. Hey, Chris Walker, do me a favor. Make sure you go back and listen to the beginning of this show. Because you are the epitome of what I was talking about at the beginning of the show.
You
but keep
were
going.
talking about yourself. So that's okay.
Keep talking.
I was like, damn, how to talk about himself.
Keep talking. Because you got an opinion about LeBron. Hey, Chris, I'm giving you a fact. Chris, you telling me you really think Jason Kidd was more skilled than Kyrie Irving?
As skilled and more accomplished. Wow. As skilled and more accomplished.
Wow.
Dude.
You said no. You said as skilled. I said
more accomplished. And more accomplished. Yes. Yes. More accomplished.
Hey, Jason Peters said he was a turnover machine.
No, nothing invented, nothing gained. I guarantee you this. The dudes with you know who else a turnover machine? Dan Marino. And we say he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. If you throw it a lot, they got a chance to intercept it a lot. That's what it comes down to.
That man come with Dan Marino. Jimmy, what else you got out there, man? What's hot out there, man?
Hey, Jimmy.
I
home run king strike out the most, man. The home run king strike out
different. I guess what it's showing is that different people have different interpretations of the word skilled. And that's what it's boiling down to. A lot of people taking the word skilled and ran all the way out there in the middle of the street with it.
Yes, that's him.
No, that's not me. Y'all watch too much. Did you see that?
I ain't lying.
I mean, the way that I thought about it is that, I went and I thought back and I
that's
said,
how I feel.
When I heard the word skill, I immediately thought of one thing. Immediately, I remember back in the good old days when the NBA. When I say good old days, it was just 20 years ago when they came out with tried to add some spunk in the halftime to the All-Star game, and they implemented a skills challenge. And then some people engaged in it. At first, a lot of your stars engaged in that. And then eventually kind of faded out because a lot of stars didn't, as many of the names, I guess the attractive names did not participate like they don't do in the dunk contest anymore or whatnot. Well, I remember Patrick Beverly, when he was with the Houston Rockets, he won the skills challenge.
Preach. Speak on it.
Right? I remember the little kid from Michigan winning the skills challenge as well. I can't think his name. What his name? The guard. He went to
somebody we don't talk about no more. Keep going.
Utah. Then he went to New York Knicks. The guard. Man, what's this boy's name? Trey Burke. That's his name. Trey Burke won the skills challenge. So does that mean that Trey Burke, because you won the skills challenge, don't get it twisted now, it's going to be somebody that's in their camp when they won the skill challenge and say, oh man, Patrick Beverly, man, you see them talking about? He won the skill, he the best guard in the no. You just won that skills challenge. That means of the people that was measured against you on that particular day. I just think in regards to Kyrie, I just think it's unfair right now, and wait till after his book because he has years left to play. And if he chose
Chris Paul, that's a good one, Jimmy. Chris Paul.
And when you think of this skills challenge, if you put them in that when they have to dribble through these cones and do this and meet the time here, pinpoint a pass the left hand here,
them cones don't move. Jimmy, a wise man told me a long time ago, them cones don't move.
I know, but I'm saying, but Jason Kidd actually won the first skills challenge. He actually won the first one. And Jason Kidd was 10 years in the league.
Y'all not giving some of these guys. Listen, I might be a guy that y'all think shortchanges Mike and how good Mike is, But because at the end of the day, some of these guys y'all shortchanging, like the glove. Some of these guys were highly skilled. John Stockton,
How
Mark, they
we
were
didn't
highly
shortchange him,
skilled
Chris. Chauncey
I'm just,
Billups said
then
that.
somebody say he arguably made one of the biggest shots ever. Dude, he was not the MVP, but everybody get that shot and transfer it to him. That's everything better than LeBron.
I bet you if Chauncey Billups, if I was to get him on the show, you'd be doing, Mr. Billups, I'm sorry, Mr. Billups, sir.
Did I do it to Nick Anderson?
I'm sorry, Mr. Billups, sir.
What did I tell Nick Anderson when Nick Anderson came on?
You didn't say nothing. Hey, Mr. Nick.
I can't believe you missed them free throws. You heard what I told him. I can't believe you missed them free throws, Nick. Okay, come on, man. You sure what I told Penny? Bring them on, brother. Just like you supposed to be.
I got something for y'all, Jimmy. I got something fun, man. I got some. Jimmy, I'm finished. I got some fun, skill wise. Y'all, keep on talking, y'all. I got some.
Nah, you gonna show some dribbling drills or something?
No, this ain't no dribbling drill here, baby boy.
Because that's what everybody talking about. Oh man,
no, baby,
like that.
Cletus, I got you on this one, Cletus.
Curly Neal in 2022. So he got to be the most skilled dude ever. Come on, man.
Hey, Cletus, I got you on this one,
Cletus.
I think I messed up, Cletus. I think I messed up, Cletus. Where is that? Oh, here it is, Cletus. Here it is, Cletus. Here it is, Cletus. Here it is. Hey, oh!
Behind the back.
Oh! Cletus, look at it, Cletus, look at it.
Hold up, so we showing highlights.
Hold on.
I'm just saying, bro.
Jimmy, hi out. Okay, come on, get some of this.
Have you done yet?
Put that on. If you don't get your little ass off of me, watch it. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we back.
Allen, you saw that was guarding them, don't you? You say you look like you know that was guarding them.
Oh,
James Harden. Exactly.
Hey, get his little ass off him too.
Ole Harden.
Hey,
Ole Harden.
get him on. Hey, y'all gonna make me start liking Kyrie. Y'all gonna make me start liking Kyrie.
Come on.
You know what?
Did you see that? No. Tell the truth though. Quick, take your hat, your hater hat off. No. Take your hater hat off.
I'm not hating. See, I don't agree with you, so I'm hating. That's not right. You can't act like that. I don't agree with you.
Y'all know what I love about it. After that, he did that, Jimmy. He sat on the sideline and went and told the Black Mamba, let's play a one-on-one, man. I'm tired of you talking about you better than me. Kobe looked at him.
You know what? And Kobe looked at him and said, man, shut your
He told him,
what up.
But guess what? Kobe did come back and say, ain't nobody never said no stuff like that to me.
And guess what? And that's what Kobe said after that. Hey, young fella, Kobe, rest in peace. Hey, in about 10 years, let's see how many times you make all in NBA first team.
Look at Chuck McGowan. Hey, think about it, Jimmy. Whatever you say, Jimmy, look at Chuck McGowan. It's tough, but Isaiah could do those things as well. We ain't talking about no goddamn Isaiah right now.
No,
we ain't talking about Kyrie.
He said most skilled player ever. So ever mean we talking about Isaiah. And by the way, how many times Dame Lillard be first team all NBA since Kyrie been in the league?
Probably about 4
do your research. Do your research.
I don't care nothing about no Dame Lillard.
Oh man, you killing me, man. Because he ain't skilled either. You're right.
Dame Lillard coach. Hold up, Jimmy. Dame Lillard's coach about to play this guy said, this dude is
that's why I said what I said to you. Like, I don't know what kind of coach he is. We'll see.
So why do you think he said it?
I mean, again, listen, he's allowed to have his own opinion, Jimmy. Hey, by the way, how did your boy Ramon Walker playing good at U of H, boy?
You ain't got to tell me.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
You know
what I love about it? I was just on a radio show talking about Texas with the people in Lubbock, Texas Tech, and Terry Shannon and out. And they beat Kansas and they play Baylor tonight. And I say the interesting thing about sport is you find this out when coaches always think like, oh man, this dude better than that dude better than that dude. because a guy's been playing in a role. And until you lose a dude, most coaches will never make a change. And then you lose a dude, and you like, hold on, man. This dude really can't play. Yeah, because you gave him a chance. Yeah, because you didn't snatch him out every time he made a turnover. You had to leave him out there the same way you leave that other dude out there when he made turnovers. I love Russell Westbrook, but if you start snatching him out based on how many turnovers he make, maybe Russell Westbrook ain't Russell Westbrook. I'm just saying.
So you as a coach, you saying that? Tell us more. Tell us
I'm
more,
just saying,
coach.
I'm just saying, coaches, sometimes they don't know everything. Sometimes it takes an act of God to find out if somebody else got talent. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying.
Jim, I had to give him a symbol on that one.
Hey, Yvette
I had to give him a
Machete, I don't
symbble.
know how you say your last name. They fired that old bum coach y'all had. Y'all needed to get old bum coach with the Vikings. They finally got rid of Zimmer. Come on, man. He's a bum. He's a bum.
And Rich
How
Millman.
about this?
Huh? And Chris Millman. I mean, keep
And
going.
Chris Pillman. I don't like what I'm hearing coming out of Miami, man. I don't like what I'm hearing, man. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Tell me
about
what you mean you don't like.
Tell me-
Let's go. Let's
You know
go
what?
there. Tell me what you don't like.
I'm not going to chop up Stephen Rouse because that's an easy target. That's low-hanging fruit. But the GM, if I'm not mistaken, is the GM not African-American?
Chris Greer. Yeah.
Yeah, he the one who hired him. He helped hire him.
Yeah, the one hired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he wanted to draft the kid in San Diego. I'm not San Diego. The kid with the Chargers.
Yes.
The owner wanted to draft the kid from Alabama, Tua.
Yeah.
Tua.
Absolutely.
Look how that's turned out. Now, we all know that the quarterback touches the ball more than any other player, and if Tom Brady at 45 can dominate the game, if Aaron Rodgers dominates the game,
You got to get the quarterback right. You got to get that right.
got to get the quarterback. Lamar Jackson, whatever it is.
Right.
So now you tie this dude to Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you judge him based on that, and he's upset. Yeah, whether
He mad. Yeah. Oh, he talk great.
whether he should take
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson or not, because if you've never been a coach before, people got to understand about pro sports. Very different than college sports. In college, I get to choose my players. I get to recruit them. In the pros, they got GMs that do what? Choose the players for you and say, you better figure it out. How to explain it to Adam.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to comment. Keep going.
So he's coming out, obviously it's a spin machine, right? That this dude is a malcontent. You can't get along with him. And then now what they're saying is that's a New England Patriot thing. Joe Judge, all them guys that come from the Patriots, the heavyset dude, Charlie
O'Brien,
him too. But the other dude that coached Notre Dame and coached the heavyset guy. I can't remember his name.
And I disagree with that as Moody. Stephen Ross is not trying to be like Jerry Jones. Stephen Ross put Chris Greer in charge. So he gonna side with the guy he put in charge. And from what I hear,
and kept him too, by the way.
yes,
Kept
Chris
him
Greer.
and renewed
Yes. And hold on. And that guy wanted Deshaun Watson. And he got real loud and talking crazy to them folks about wanting to. And Stephen Ross kicked that tire and said, hey, man, I'm not finna go out there and I done talked to them people in Houston. I'm not finna Mets coach, but in his defense now, I'm talking about Chris Greer. I mean, not Chris Greer, Flores. Flores know it takes a quantity. Y'all done messed me around on Sunshine, the one that went to the Chargers.
The Chargers.
I'm mad about that. Y'all giving me somebody that I know I can't win with. That's hard. That's hard.
And they were terrible, and he almost had a 500 record.
And look here. No, I'm finna help you out. That is Moody just said something. He segued into something I wanted to say. That is Moody. I talked to some powers that be in Chicago. You know what, Jim? This is what Christians should be mad about. You know what they told me? No, we don't want Flores because we heard he is insubordinate. He done talk back, so that means he done.
That sounds like code for what? That's code for what?
No, they done told.
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one crazier than that.
Uh-huh.
And I can't believe that Ryan Clark and those guys let it slide on TV.
What they do?
Rex Ryan with his big mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the guy they fired in Denver after 1 year?
My man, Vance Joseph.
And Rex Ryan got on TV and said that was the worst hire ever, blah, blah, blah. Vince Fangio gonna be so much better. They got rid of him after 2 years.
Absolutely.
And Rex Ryan sat on TV the other day and said, oh, everybody be lined up to hire him. See, what I'm trying to say is this, and I'm gonna make the parallel to the chop shop and why the chop shop is important.
Okay.
When Chris Walker's on TV, you damn right I'm gonna shout out some of the brothers out there that are doing great.
Absolutely.
Because I'm aware that dude just got on TV and talked about his homeboy when he terrible too.
Yes.
And hyped him up.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something about propaganda. Propaganda sells, guys. Propaganda sells.
Right.
If you don't counteract it and you tell a lie 9 million times, it will become the truth.
Boy, you preaching, boy.
Somebody got to say, hey, man, so hold on. So you just said the other guy was no good.
Right.
But your homeboy wasn't no good either. So you didn't mention all the things that have been a reason why Vance Joseph didn't win.
Right.
But because your boy didn't win, all of a sudden it's got 9 million problems.
Yeah.
And everybody gonna line up to hire him.
Check this out.
That's what he did on TV.
What about the guy in San Diego? The black coach in San Diego just got fired. He got Sunshine. He drafted Sunshine and got fired. And now he's somebody's coordinator. It was Vance Joseph and him got fired at the same time. Y'all tell me his name.
Oh, the guy's
he got the beard. He got the gray beard.
He was St. Louis coach, wasn't he? St. Louis coach.
No, he was
St. Louis.
He was the Rams. He was the Rams. No, he was the
No,
Chargers coach.
No, not Anthony Lynn. You talking about
Anthony Lynn.
Oh, they just bounced him after 1 year. But
Anthony Lynn, they got rid of him.
I'm a little
Hey,
soft
hold
on
up.
Anthony Lynn because he was starting Tyrod Taylor over this kid. I'm like, homeboy, how you not see that one? Jesus.
He's a rookie.
Bruh.
He was telling him, hold up. All he was doing, because I watched Hard Knock. He was saying, man.
That's right. There was Hard Knock.
He said, watch this cat, man. He said, learn under this cat, young fella. And hold up. Everybody knew he was good, because guess what? All the players was talking about.
But Hatter, here was my point.
Uh-huh.
You making my point when I said, again, you were right, watch him, but it took Tyrod having that medical situation for him to put that dude out there, and look what happened.
Yes.
Because if Tyrod never got hurt, he would have never put him out there.
Absolutely.
That's
it wouldn't
what
have hurt the cat. But I'm glad you're bringing this up, Chris. Chris, that's just the way it is, man. I just hope Flores I hope they don't label Flores as a malcontent. Because I know how these owners are.
They're already there.
I know, Jimmy. I know. But they got to give him a chance. And Jimmy, I sent Chris something this morning. It really didn't blow my mind away because I've said
it. That I couldn't believe that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Chris.
And hold up, Hatter. The person that tweeted it, tell me what Hugh, because that
No. It ain't about the Hugh. The reason I sent it to you, only reason when I send you something, it's by purpose.
No, I get that, but I want to know.
That's what I've heard.
Tweet, was that a quote?
No, I've heard that over the years. I even mentioned it on this show, Chris.
Hatter, why wouldn't you put it's on Twitter? Why won't you just put it on the screen? It's on Twitter.
Okay.
It's public.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. This is what you have to deal with.
Okay.
And it's just the reality of the situation.
Let me find it. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Everybody upset, but it's the reality of what we're dealing with. Because I haven't heard his name for any opening.
No, that's a brother too. That's a brother who tweeted it.
So I'm trying to figure out if that's what he said. Or he's quoting someone else.
Chris, think about it. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Let y'all. Because we talked about this. It's a sensitive subject because one of our people, this is his brother. One of our guys that's is Troy Bieniemy's brother. That's why it's a sensitive subject to me. Because guess what? I said, man, something is going on.
There you go, yeah.
Here it is, Jimmy.
Yep.
Read that, Jimmy. All he said is, dear Eric Bieniemy, please work on your interview skills this time around. Your name is going to come up a lot this offseason, but if what is being told me is true, please get an interview coach to help you with love. It's not a bad tweet.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Say,
Come on, man.
this is what I think.
I'm sorry, man.
Hala, put it like this. Put it
I
like
ain't
this.
buying that brand.
I know there's high school coaches on a smaller scale that can't get job because now they say that this guy don't interview well. Right? I'm not even gonna say his name. And this is true. Now, meanwhile, this
I
guy's
know who you
won a
talking.
state.
I know who you talking about.
He's
but keep
won a
going.
state championship with one school, went to the state tournament twice with afterwards at another school, right? And then been on the bench at another school when they've won about 4 state championships. But he don't interview well. So that's the rap on him why he can't get a job. And
Ridiculous.
mind you, the basketball coach in Texas is different from a lot of states because in Texas there are many schools where that's all the coach does is coach basketball and teach about 3 to 4 PE classes. That's it. A lot of other states, the coaches are actually in the classroom, and don't have an athletic period in other states. So I think about this, and it just gives me because if you like a guy and you have a job title for him, that's like anybody that we know. Think about it. Don't we all know somebody that have something in their jacket that prevent them from getting a certain job? Know what they tell you to do? Don't worry about that. Just leave that part blank. Send your stuff in. I got it. That means that person is willing to move the goalpost in order for you to kick. However far they think you can kick that analytical football, that's what it would do. And same thing with this situation right here with Bieniemy. I'm surprised that we ain't heard Bieniemy's name because it was a year ago and 2 years ago that we heard his name in the middle of the playoffs when they were flirting with him, doing those 6 or 7 interviews that he ended up getting and taking him away from preparing for the Super Bowl. And now it's like his name is gonna come up. Yeah. If they know
what if it's true?
You know what questions not to ask. It's just like the Wonderlic test.
No. I ain't talking about that.
It's like Justin Young with the Wonderlic test. That Wonderlic test.
What if it's true that he's not interviewed? What if it's true if he's not interviewing well?
So let me ask you a question.
I'm just asking.
So let's talk about that. No, let's say it's not true. So tell me what his job description is. He gets paid to give speeches to CEOs, right? I'm sorry. He gets paid to run the stock market. He gets paid to run the IMF fund. So what is his job? His job is coaching football. He's not a professional interviewer.
It's more than that, Chris.
Okay,
can I explain to you?
So let me ask a question.
Okay.
So hold up. So again, because I've been in a situation where like, oh my God, he interviews so great. Yeah, but he can't coach. He interviews great, but he
Chris,
can't coach.
It's not just interviewing in your diction. Like, Chris, can I help you? You asked me a minute ago. Explain it to you.
No, because I've interviewed for a few jobs, and I get it. So what I'm saying is that what I'm telling you is there are guys out there that are professional interviewers. They can prepare like crazy, and they can't do the job.
Okay.
Cannot do the job.
I got you. Let me explain something about football to people. Maybe y'all already know it, because a lot of y'all know everything. But to be an NFL coach, because people was calling me, telling me, Robert, who you think would be for this job? Who you think who good at this job? Who would be for the Houston run? I said, I don't want nobody to come to Texas. I promise you, I told him just like that. So, and guess what? I'm saying this on national news, and I told him in private. But when you're a coach, Chris, in this industry, you just want to go where you have a chance to win, number one. You want a good support system. I'm going to tell you why that's important. You got to be philosophically compatible with your GM. So you and the GM have to, this is where the interview process come in, Chris. You and the GM got to be lying together your philosophies. Chris Walker is running the Princeton offense. And this dude here running the 40 minutes to hell. That's two different philosophies. I'm just breaking it down, not to you, Chris. Some people out here, because you know it all. We ain't gonna talk to you. So
Oh, I know it all about this.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you keep talking.
So then you have to share. You got to share your vision. You got to have a shared vision of personnel acquisitions. You got to have a shared vision of personnel. It's very important because this is a personnel acquisition business, Chris Walker. And football is very important. You're not playing solitaire over here by yourself. Like you said, what do you got to do? Just coach the basketball team? No, you got to have a great support system, Chris. Then the vision of personnel has to be, you got to have a share. I'll put it like this. You can't be, just get me some good players. No, and I'll fit them in. That don't happen in football, Chris. It's too many of them. You have to be able to convey to your organization, Jimmy, or to your scouts, everybody. Let's say, I don't need no star right here. I need a guy that's gonna play me 25 plays. This how coach got to think. I need a guy that's gonna give me 25 plays and gonna play great special teams. Those the kind of things that go into coaching that a lot of people just think. You just said, what's the coach got to do? All you got to do is show up and coach. No.
I never said that, first of all.
You just said that a second ago.
That's not what
when
I
I said he don't interview. You said what? He ain't got to be no. You just said that.
First of all, none of us are there when he's interviewing.
Thank you, Doug.
Second of all, I will tell you this: whether it's a schematic game or not, so he's schematic enough to help the Chiefs win championships and do what they're doing. But he's not. Now all of a sudden, we talking schematics now. We're talking about interviewing, and we're talking about how certain guys.
But this is a part of the interview. You got to have these.
So you're saying he can do
I'm
that
done.
with the
I'm
Chiefs?
done. You wasn't listening to me.
Don't be done.
You wasn't listening to me.
Don't be done because I don't agree with you.
It's hard to talk. Listen, it's hard to tell a person something that they think they already know. It's hard.
Maybe I'm talking to you then. Maybe you're the person you're talking about. So all I'm saying is that he can do it with the Chiefs, but he's not. He can't articulate his vision to an owner. So what about the guys they fired?
They ain't nobody said nothing about him not articulating.
But Jada, that's what you're saying. He can't articulate his vision. That's what not being able to interview is. He doesn't articulate his vision for the program. That's what the problem is. When you say he can't interview, that means he can't make them understand.
I never said he couldn't interview. These people.
So what are we talking about?
We just put this on the damn screen, Chris.
But so you made a point of saying this is what football coaches got to do.
You said we need to put this. Yes, I'm telling you what football coaches have to do. But I guess you know it because you the coach that was called. I guess you know it.
All coaches have to articulate a vision, Hatter. All coaches have to articulate a vision. That's what. So what I'm saying is the
NFL is a lot more moving parts, Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Hatter, interviewing is interviewing, man. I'm just telling you. If you want to be the head coach,
Chris,
Alabama,
I done moved past interviewing.
You want to be that,
Chris, you still ain't interviewing. I didn't move past that.
But that's what we're talking about. Come on, man.
What? Just maybe he can explain,
articulate. That's my point
to them. Yeah. And guess what? Hey, hold on. It ain't but 32 of those owners, and they got a right to do what the hell they want to do with their damn team.
Oh, so we doing that now?
I'm just telling you.
Doing that now.
They do.
So let's go Rooney Rule and everything else. We doing so. Let's not on the chop.
You didn't hear what I said. They got a right. They got a right to hire them the hell they want to hire.
You're right. So
me,
let's not complain
you,
on the
Jimmy can't tell no owner what to do.
So listen, when they got 3 black coaches and 90% of the league black, let's not complain on the chop shop that it doesn't expand to leadership because again, there was a time when we couldn't play quarterback. There was a time when we couldn't play middle linebacker.
Black coaches are being hired. Chris.
He don't interview well. That's why he can't get a job.
Chris. Andrew Barry is the president. He's a black man.
I get that.
Of the Cleveland Browns.
We're talking about NFL teams now. We're talking about NFL teams.
Cleveland Browns. Let me repeat it because you're not listening. The Cleveland Browns is an NFL team, Chris. Let me repeat. Hold on, stop.
Head coaches.
The Cleveland Brown is the president of the Cleveland Browns. Listen, sir, is
Hey, Hatter.
Andrew Berry.
And out of 32 teams, how many other black presidents are there?
It might be it's three of them. It's
Thank
three of them.
you. Thank
Okay.
you.
But,
Come on,
but
man.
back to what I said, Chris. Those 32 owners don't now one of them look like me and you.
Bro, I'm telling you, they moved the needle, Hatter. I'm surprised we're not aligned on this because
I don't even know what the hell you talking about. That's my problem.
we talking about interviewing, and all I'm saying is, it's absolute ridiculousness, bruh. That is another thing you know what it's like to me, Hatter? You know what it's like to me? Or Brian Flores, man, he's difficult to deal with. Whoa! And guess what happens? Now nobody won't touch him.
I just said that.
So guess what else is another one? He doesn't interview well.
That's why I
They
brought
won't
this
touch
up.
him.
Excuse me, sir. That's why I brought this up right behind this. You the one wanted to put it on the screen.
It's worth talking about. It's whether people.
But
agree
you're
with me or-
trying to blame it on me.
I'm not blaming it on you.
Yes, you were. Because some of
Listen,
these
man,
clowns
I'm not
thinking
blaming
that.
it on you.
Because you
I'm
know we
not
got some
blaming it on you.
clowns now. So
No, I'm not blaming it on you. All I'm saying
I'm
is you
sitting here
said-
trying to tell you is, okay? I'm trying to give you the nuances on what happens, the dynamic between a coach and an organization. But a NFL team and an NFL owner and the organization. But you seems to know it.
So you're saying out of 32 teams, I'm gonna break it down. There ain't nobody that's aligned with Eric Bieniemy, who's winning with probably the best quarterback, who's won a Super Bowl. Ain't nobody aligning with him. Or if he want to get a job, he can't.
Hey, Mr. Smarty, since Donald Hall, you Mr. Smart, you tell me why then.
He just stopped in the middle. He just cut you off and talking and started talking to somebody. He started talking to his screen. Hey,
Hatter, you something else, man.
No.
Hey,
Because
guys,
Chris,
we're gonna-
Chris,
we're gonna get
no.
you-
Chris, know it all. Chris, you tell me why. 32 owners. After
It can't be all-
let me
all
finish
jobs.
my point. After 32 owners has passed on one of the most talented coaches in the NFL history. Got the
I don't know
best.
about- I wouldn't say that.
Hold
I
on,
wouldn't say
listen first. You tell me why.
Hatter, it's the same 32 owners passed on Deion Sanders that you sit up here and talk about all the time. So what you mean? Who's very articulate, who played the game, who's a Hall of Famer. So what are you talking about? Do we really need to have this conversation right now?
Because you're not making sense in other ways. You tell me why. You're telling
about Eric Bieniemy because that's the subject. There have been many Eric Bieniemys they passed on. He ain't the first. Come on, man. Why do you
Okay,
think the Rudy
I
Rule
agree with
exists?
that.
Why do you think the Rudy Rule exists? So when they say stuff like that, you're right, I take exception. Because I've seen people that are terrible interviewers get jobs all the time.
Okay, I agree with that.
And far less accomplished.
What is this got to do?
Here's what I want to ask you
Hey,
guys.
man's question. Name the quarterback, the head coach in Philadelphia. Before he got the job, he came from the coach. What did the coach do? How you get the job in Philadelphia? Come on, man. Come on, guys.
Well, we know he got the protection for protect. So, Chris, we already know that. I've been saying that for years.
Here's the thing that it's obvious, and you guys know it's obvious. People that are watching know it's obvious that if you want a person bad enough, then that interview process, it does not have this. It's not the same prerequisite as the other process. If you want him bad enough, for example, Greg Wise ain't no good interviewer for basketball. If he left Yates tomorrow and they had to do the interview process, if a school wanted Greg Wise, that interview process is just going to be a hurdle. Going in there, they're going to have an interview. And as a matter of fact, I've seen some people let others know what questions they going to ask in the interview. It's almost like giving you the answers to or giving you the questions to go study the test before I administer it. I've seen that happen in the coaching ranks down at the high school, letting people know, basically letting them know, hey man, check this out. They're gonna ask you this, they're gonna ask you that, they're gonna ask you this. This is how you need to ask. It's kind of like a coaching them, but you already got the questions they're gonna ask. I just firmly believe if that happens in one spectrum, it can happen anywhere. That I firmly believe that some people can get schooled on what's about to be in store on the other side of that door. And all you got to do is impress maybe one of the other guys because that main guy is already sold. He just wants you to, he bringing you in on the interview, just mainly just impress two other people or one other person. And that's what and that's the thing.
I don't even understand what you, wait a minute. I'm missing something. Chris.
What? Okay, let me simplify this fraction for you. What if the owner from the Miami Dolphins, hold on, if he's the biggest donor in the history of Michigan sports, that owner, Ross. What if he wants Harbaugh, right? And Harbaugh to go through interview process with the GM. It don't freaking matter what happened in that room if that owner wants him.
That. What? I have not disagreed with that.
My initial statement, Hatter, was if a person wants you bad enough, I even threw Greg Wise's name in there for you. If they want you bad enough, the interview is going to come. It's not going to even matter as much as you think it is.
So, okay. So, stop right there. So y'all saying they don't want him bad enough. That's what you two saying, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what the hell are we arguing about then? That's all you had to do, Chris. When I asked you, I said, what do you have to do? And you come, all you had to do is say, well, Robert, they evidently don't want him bad enough because he could be the worst interviewer in the world. And they don't want, that's all you had to, you never said that. You got to talking about, I'm serious. I didn't think that was Chris Walker.
I'm going to start calling you James Brown, boy.
No.
Baby.
No. You know what? Let me tell you something. You've been used to giving people dirty glasses of water. So when I give them some clear glass of water, it's hard for them to this water ain't got no dirt in it. It's hard to get clear water. So some people don't want to drink. That's all I'm asking you, Chris. You got people on this feed are so blind that they think I'm saying, I don't even know what they think I'm saying.
What do you mean? I'm just expressing my point.
No, I'm just talking about people on it. I'm just telling you, I asked you a question. I said,
but Jimmy's point.
Jimmy just said it. They don't want him. No matter how good he is.
Their actions are showing they don't want him bad enough.
Yes. Now
that's what I'm saying.
So who ain't no wrong? I mean, what? I didn't say nothing against that.
How to. Here's the instance where interview helped the guy. You know who that was?
What? I didn't hear you.
You told me.
Say it again. Say it again before you say I told you.
There's an instance where the interview actually helped the guy, and he's still coaching the NFL forever. And you know who that is? Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin. They were not looking to hire that guy. They were so impressed by the interview. They're like, "Yo, man, this dude is unbelievable." They gave him a chance. Now, they're also the people that started the Rooney Rule, right? It's proved to be successful, but again, when somebody says, "Oh, we got to help this dude with an interview," you're putting poison out there because we don't really know if that's what it is.
Let me put it out there. You don't know what it is. I'm not either, Chris.
But he put it in public though. He's saying that's
Chris,
what it is.
Hold on. Let me get that out the way. This is what the guy said. Oh, that ain't it. Where did I put it? Okay. This is what the guy said. Okay. Let's see. So you poking holes in what the guy said. Hold up. You poking up. So this how it started to some of you people who don't know what the hell what we was talking about. I was talking about Flores. Okay. And I mentioned that Flores, the guy in Chicago, called me and said they might not hire Flores because they say he was a malcontent. Then this pop up. So I put this up on the screen. Because I know y'all can't retain stuff. I practiced on y'all before, and I know y'all can't. So now I'm looking at it. It said, "Dear Eric Bieniemy, please work on your interview skills this time. Your name is gonna come up a lot in the offseason. But if what is being told to me is true, please get an interview coach to help you with love." That's what he said.
Man,
That's
that's
what
crazy,
he said.
man.
And you
That's
said, and your rebuttal to what that guy said, man, don't put that out there like that because we got too much going against us. If that's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is it's inflammatory to put that out there when we don't even know what really the truth is. Like, it
Nobody
could
know
be
what the truth
anything.
is.
So why is he saying something like that? So if Michael Strahan, you think Michael Strahan would ever say something like that on Fox? You think he would ever say that? No. Michael Strahan be like, what?
He worked for Fox. This dude, he works for Fox.
My point is, okay, but he covers the NFL.
But he
would
works
never
for
say,
Fox.
hey man. No, I'm saying it. I'm you stupid. What I'm saying
No,
is
he works for Fox.
Yo, why? Anyway, man. Yeah, what did
Eric
what Troy said,
also has demand. Thank you. See, think about this.
Say it again. What now? What happened now?
Troy, I'm glad you put that one, Troy. I'm gonna sit that right there. Let me sit that right there. Right before we put that on the screen, Troy, let me tell you. I was telling Chris, but Chris know it all. I was just explaining to Chris that even Flores had demands. We had just went through the demands of Flores. Flores said, I want this. You won't give me this. You won't. So I tried to give you the dynamics that works well in college, in pro football. But Chris didn't want to hear that. He wanted to interrupt me.
See, that's not true.
So Troy Bieniemy said, I'm going to share something. Eric has demands also. He's not taking a job where he has no control of his staff. Thank you. I said that earlier. No import over personnel. I said this is a personnel acquisition business, but Chris didn't want to hear that. There is a job or two that was set up for failure. Thank you, Troy Bieniemy. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
My boy. Troy's my boy.
Hold up. This for Troy Bieniemy right here.
You're missing the mark again.
I didn't miss it.
Let me say this again. I did not say Jimmy's comment was they must not want him. Okay,
that was Jimmy's
comment.
Enough. I said bad enough.
Okay,
that's very important.
Hold up. That's for Troy Bieniemy right there. That's for Troy. That's Troy Bieniemy. That's for Troy.
Bad enough.
You over there like a puppet string controlling all the buttons.
Guess what? Let's shift this thing over, Chris, into the coaching ranks. Shift it over in the coaching ranks. They offered Chucky $90 million. Right? Remember, he tried to act like play hardball. Don't get it twisted. Whoever his agent was, props to that dude, because that dude that he worked there at that break out of the Raiders at the time. Here's the deal. Dude was on TV doing this thing, had carved out a good little niche to that wasn't there in the past in mainstream media. Well, $90 million. That means they probably offered him a lower number. He said, "No, my dude don't want to coach." Right? Then they want you.
Mike Mayer.
All the way up because eventually they wanted you that bad. They wanted you bad enough to where they were willing to pay you that type of money. Understand? Ditto with it all around. Go to college ranks. Jimbo Fisher had just signed a new deal a year or so ago. Just signed a new deal, an extension. After he beat Alabama, the week after beating Alabama, guess what happened? It's what? A 90. He's the highest paid in the country. They want you to say
They
bad
burn their
enough.
money. But
If
here's
they
my
want
point.
you bad enough, then that's
Jimmy,
what they will do.
Jimmy's point makes sense. All I'm saying is, based on what you said, Hatter, and based on what Troy confirmed, then why put the tweet out there? If it's not about an interview, why would you put that
Why
tweet
don't
out
you
there?
tweet the guy back and ask him that?
Hatter, all I'm saying, we're just talking about the tweet. I don't have to tweet him. It's ignorance. I would never do that.
You wouldn't have, Chris,
What I'm
hold on,
saying is,
whoa.
if the wrong
Chris,
people say stuff like
Chris,
this, and
we
it
got a
transpires-
lot of reckless tweeters out here, Chris.
Why are we talking about the tweeter now? I'm just
You
saying, like,
just
it's a
said
reckless-
why put the tweet.
it's a reckless tweet. I'm not talking. I'm saying it's reckless just like it's reckless to say stuff about Brian Flores. That's reckless if it comes from wrong.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
Did I disagree with that?
Ridiculous. But your point. Listen, two things can be true at the same time.
You don't know my point.
I can be right, and so can you.
No,
You said,
you
"Oh,
know,
the job is
I ain't
about
got
this."
no point.
But don't tie it to interviewing though. Is all I'm saying. You're
He
right.
tied it to interview. I didn't.
I hear you. But all I'm saying is, to confirm Troy's point, maybe the fact that he's a bad interviewer is not the reason why he's not getting jobs. So why say something like that? Hey, my brother, I heard that you don't know.
I agree with Chris. What? Hold up, y'all. Stop. I agree with you. That's why we challenging and treat. What the hell are you talking about like I don't agree with it? Dude. That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. You so busy running your damn mouth, you didn't hear me. I understand that.
Boy, you something else, boy.
No. I just don't understand what you're talking. I'm just telling you, I tried to take you inside of what a coach should be looking for when he go and when he choosing a team of a team choosing him, and you didn't want to hear that.
That's not true. I listen
Because
to
you know it. You didn't want to hear
No,
it.
I listen.
You didn't want to hear it.
Like you always say, hey, Jimmy, like he always say, roll the tape back.
No,
Listen.
No, you didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to hear
I
it.
listen.
Because I explained to you exactly what Troy Bieniemy said. Exactly.
Coach. Let me
I know
say
it's
this
hard.
again.
I know it's hard,
I'm
y'all.
going to
I know
be-
it's all right.
I'm gonna take the T out. I'm gonna
No.
take the T out of Hatter.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna add a T back.
Mhm.
Because right now you're being a little bit of a hater, but I'm gonna add a T back and be Hatter.
Who am I
I'm gonna
hating
tell you
on?
Rob Hatter. Let me finish.
No,
Let me
who am I
finish.
hating on?
I'm gonna put a T back and I'm gonna be Robert Hatter. I'm gonna give you a Hatterism. I'm not going to promote anybody saying nonsense about a guy that's African American who's he's a malcontent. Stop.
I totally agree.
Or let me finish. Or when I talk about Jalen Ramsey, you're like, Chris, you don't understand. Jalen Ramsey got it right. Okay. And all I'm saying is when people say stuff like that, because I've been in them interviewing rooms, and when they want to use something against you, they will. So I'm not saying I don't know if he's a good interviewer or not. I'm saying, why is that out there though?
You go do me a favor. You got the tweet. Put your happy ass on Twitter. Hold up. And text that man, whoever he is, and say, man, why you put it out there?
Talking about it's a subject matter we talk about. I ain't gotta tweet him. What do you mean? I'm not tweeting him.
Wait a minute, whoa, hold on. So it's all right for you then, him to tweet it. So it's all right for him to tweet it, right?
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying it's reckless. Whether it's a tweet or whether it's verbal coming on television.
Think about
saying the wrong
this.
thing.
And you skipped over this. You and Jimmy did. Y'all skipped over this. I sit and said, what would make 32 owners? Listen, sir, before you shake, because when you shake your head, you can't hear. You can't hear when you shake your head.
I'm not
How in the
saying-
hell is 32 owners passing on one of the most brilliant football minds in the NFL? And neither one of y'all, I guess Jimmy said, I guess they don't like him. How can
No.
I guess they don't
I'm
what?
good when you quote. quote
No.
me
Well, okay. What
correctly.
did you say? I guess they what?
I said their actions
They don't like
have
him well
shown
enough.
that they don't want him bad enough.
Bad enough. Okay.
They're
Okay.
not willing to pay whatever his ask is. That's what that means. In other words, his blood brother just came on the screen and put a message on. If you guys on YouTube right now, you missed it, and he put it on the screen. That is, I'm paraphrasing. The brother basically said that his brother, Bieniemy, he has certain demands as well, including certain things about who he gonna hire. Because we
Which
all
means
know
somebody could have wanted him.
that means if they wanted him bad enough, they can say, okay, you can bring him, but I just gotta I gotta keep this one guy in place. It's my dude. You gotta put him on your staff. People do that all the time in interviews.
Ain't nobody said they didn't.
All in the process.
I didn't say they didn't.
All the time.
I didn't say they didn't.
You think Steven Silas wanted John Lucas on the side of him on that bench with the Rockets? Hell no. That was done. John had to be there, even though he went interview for that same job. Sometimes in jobs, that's the thing.
Y'all
how
missing.
it goes. So
Y'all missing.
if they want
Y'all
you
missing.
bad enough,
Y'all missing.
okay, then
So,
they will make
one
the
of the most
concessions.
brilliant minds in football.
See, you something else, boy.
He
You could have
is
been a lawyer.
No.
You could have been a lawyer.
He
You could have
is.
been a lawyer.
Hey, hold up. I've done my research. He is. Eric Bieniemy is one of the most, they come out of their mouth, brilliant, offensive minds out there. They always talking about, what's his name? Andy Reid. But if you watch the game and watch the guy calling the plays, it's Eric Bieniemy. But everybody talk about Andy Reid. So I'm just asking you, Chris, since you want to talk about the guy that's tweeting, you want to talk about the guy.
Whoa.
You're
not throwing me in the middle of that. You're not doing that.
How can you, what would make you, Chris Walker, tell one of the best offensive coordinators in the game has ever known, because the guy the quarterback, hold up, he's the quarterback whisperer into one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game, and you won't hire him. That's the point.
You should have been a lawyer.
I'm just saying that's the point I'm talking about.
Because you leading the witness. You're so funny the way you set everything up. You should have been a lawyer.
But I don't have to set up anything up. I told you, man.
I like to.
I'm an opinion guy, but I always back him up with facts. This dude is that good.
Listen, okay, is Byron Leftwich that good? He coaches the greatest player ever. Is he that good?
No. He ain't like this dude.
What about the guy that coaches?
He ain't like this dude.
Is he that good?
Huh? Who?
He coaches the MVP. Is he that good?
Who that?
The offensive coordinator with the Green Bay. Is he that good? He coaches the greatest player in the game.
Aaron Rodgers was there before he got there, man.
I'm asking for
Eric Bieniemy been coaching Pat Mahomes since he got there. Hey, okay. Hey, it's time to go. I got it. Y'all done got me today.
So you saying Eric? So you hold.
Boy, you're terrible today, Chris.
So you saying Patrick Mahomes doing all that running around out there? That's part of the plays, and the throw. Oh, so the throws and them underhand. That's part of the plays that Patrick Mahomes is doing. That's the play that's being called. Is that what you're saying? All that improvising he out there doing. That's like saying Frank Vogel's a great coach.
We're in overtime, and of course somebody asked the question. We get ready to land this plane shortly. Of course, Melvin Dews, what are the best games to go to tonight? We have a list of the top 10 games to see around Greater Houston on rcsports.com, rcsports.com, and you guys can see. We also give our predictions on how those games could end as far as the in the totalities. rcsports.com, we have 10 games. Of course, I see Marissa, she mentions Barbers Hill and Needle.
That ain't no game to see.
Ain't nobody going to see no.
How the hell that's a game to see?
Is that a real high school?
No, that's a good district game right there. That's a pretty. Understand? In that district, nobody's going to.
Ain't no game for me to see.
That district is already set between first and second place. Crosby is coming in second. Beaumont United is coming in first. Now the rest of those slots, Barbers Hill needs this win. Nederland needs this win, and they're in the same district. Also, we have man, there's a lot of good games
Hold on.
going on tonight around
Damn,
the area.
Jimmy,
But
you
check
ain't
it
got
out.
my dude,
Also,
Jimmy.
if you have
He
a
must
copy
have,
of the
Jimmy.
magazine,
Stratford must not be in a
open
good
your
district.
magazine.
Stratford must
Huh?
not be in a good district.
Y'all
The
gonna
one
get
with
Bishop
the
on
T,
y'all.
the one with
Stratford. Because I don't never see them up there. And I just want to go see this boy play one more time. I don't never see him.
I think they play Memorial or somebody tonight.
Okay. They
It's
not in a
like
good
that.
district. Okay. All right. So hold up, Chris. Quick, come on, Jimmy. You keep talking. I just want to see who I want to go watch.
Also, we got a bunch of good news inside the VIP news today. If you haven't been there, if you're VIP news, subscribe. It's only like $2.50 a whole month, guys. That's about 12 cents a day for the entire month for a lot of intel. We got a lot of intel in there. Of course, I think as Freight mentioned earlier, there's one of the top players in the area. He has fallen victim of NPNP. Now, if you guys can decipher that acronym, you can know what that means. We've been using that analogy or that acronym for a long time, NPNP. Also,
What does that mean?
Figure it out, Chris.
NP, what,
NPNP.
not playing?
Not
What's it
playing
mean?
coach's decision.
NPNP.
Oh, not playing. Something.
Not personal? Not playing, not personal?
I'll give you 3 seconds. You know Frank can't hold water. He's gonna tell you, he's gonna put it on the screen. I already know.
What is it?
No
Oh,
pass,
Hey
no
man,
play.
hey Jimmy, don't you ever put that on the screen
go.
like what you just did.
I already know
Hey,
somebody gonna put it out there. I'm reading
Don't
it.
you
I'm
never do
reading it.
this no
Never
more,
do.
man. Don't you ever do this, man. You know what? I'm off the show.
Man,
Hey,
y'all
I
something
can't.
else,
I
man.
ain't got time for you two.
I forgot that was
Hey.
still a rule, man.
Hey, man. Hey,
You know what though?
I
You
didn't
know
know
what though?
that.
You know
I
why?
didn't know
You know
that
why I
was
put it
still
in the
failed,
VIP
man. That's
news this
crazy.
morning? And I'm gonna tell you why.
uh-huh.
Because Chris, you missed it.
Hold
We had
on,
a
before you do
conversation
it,
for
I
about
gotta
30
run,
minutes
guys. I got a
yesterday.
game tonight. I gotta run. Jimmy, you gonna
Who you
finish
got
off
tonight?
that?
Who you got tonight?
What, Dayton, St. Louis?
No, we got.
Remember who you calling tonight? What game you
Oh,
calling?
Dayton versus St. Louis. Dayton versus St. Louis.
So
that's
they
awful.
like for you to call their game something. Coach, you
Huh?
jacked their game off the last time. They lost the game messing with you the last time.
No, why they
man.
let Clark Kellogg bring his ass to Houston and to do the Wichita State game when you could have
Clark
done that
Kellogg
game?
the GOAT, man. Clark
Here you
Kellogg the
go.
GOAT, man.
He got
I
some.
know, but he
I'm
could
the
have
baby
stayed
GOAT,
and
but
done.
he the GOAT.
He could have done
I
another
gotta run.
game.
I'll holler at y'all, man. Chop shop.
All right, boy. I love you.
All right, and as I was saying, guys, the reason I brought up the topic on the young man and posted in the VIP news this morning is because we just had this conversation yesterday on yesterday's show about grades during the basketball season and why a lot of these grassroots teams, people want to ask questions about who's responsible outside of the household. Of course, 50%, at least 51% goes on the young man. Of course, he has parents, but at the same time, everybody have a support staff. Especially, he's an unsigned senior. So this is a unsigned senior. Means you in the quest to achieve a scholarship offer. It should never be a situation where you are a victim of NPNP. Ever. That means the system has failed this young man. You know,
Cause don't they kind of tell you if you're messing up about give you enough time? I remember when Robert was in school, they used to tell them guys, man, so all the guys get together and help the guy.
Remember, you say used to.
Okay. Doug Smith said paddle within all of that. I don't know.
I mean, and you know what? Once again, different programs have different. When I say different programming at the high school level, have different ways and means of which they check on and do grades. That stuff is available digitally.
Hold up, man.
Digitally right now.
Jimmy, so you saying it's a good little kid that played basketball?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And you know what? He's probably not. My thing is this: like we didn't say the young man's name on the chop shop, and that's cool.
I got you.
But the sting serves greater because that means now accountability. It becomes embarrassing. It becomes, and then other people take it the wrong way. Man, why you talking about my kid? Man, why you, why you all out? You need to worry about something else. Oh, So you don't want me to worry about something else when he scored 25 points.
But Jimmy,
want
we
me-
ain't saying it on the show, but you got it on the VIP room.
That's in the private room. That's a private sector, Hal.
So you got to
That's
pay
not
to go
public.
get that.
Yes, that's a private room.
So, okay. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I could have put it on the front page of it.
Okay.
That what y'all, you want that type of exposure?
No.
You
no,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
good.
Some people-
You're doing right.
But it's tactfully done. But my thing is, see, I used to the NP term. We started using that about 15 years ago on the Chop Shop in the VIP news. And you know what happened? Everybody that read it, they embraced it. People had thicker skin then. People didn't go and read it and say, "Man, you see what he's saying? He talking about your kid. Told you he don't like your son." They don't say that. They don't say that back then. Now it's always somebody else's blame for your situation. It's always that nowadays. And that's why I put it out there so that it can be an attention grabber for people to understand. Don't let this happen to your kids. You're a grassroots coach. Wake up, right? This is the perfect time right now. You can go and insert yourself into the situation and make sure those kids are taking care of what they're supposed to be doing in the classroom. If they matter that much.
And Jimmy, let me ask
If they
something,
matter
man.
that much.
Coach, you just made me think of something. Coach, it's gonna be another period that summer coaches and parents that we got to worry about. Right before the playoffs, Jimmy, right in that time right there, like I think the second round, remember we had a mass exit. We lost 5 players off my son, 2 starters off my son's team at the end of the season. So, man, listen to me, 5 players, because it was toward the end of the year, man, and sometimes they get relaxed toward the end of that spring, whatever. I don't know if is that the time they get relaxed. All you teachers, y'all help me. But Jimmy, remember, right after the first round, I don't know what happens after the first round. That second round, something happened. I don't know if it's the dates. I don't know the dates like you know. But that second round, y'all make sure if your kids that they cause get this stuff will happen. I never forget it. That stuff that kind of broke my heart one time. You know, but it's no reason. Somebody said in this day and time, there's no reason. In the public school system, you ain't at Kincaid or one of them places. No, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. He says
shouldn't.
earlier now.
You should. I mean, you really.
shouldn't.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
In today, as it happens, and people try to act like it don't happen. And in case you don't know, and you go to a ball game, let me give you guys. I don't know about other states, but in the state of Texas, for public schools, here's the rule, which is very much complied with. If a player on any team is a victim of NPNP, no pass, no play. We understand what that is now. He cannot dress out, and nor can he sit on the bench, because his ass should be at home studying during that time.
Okay.
So that's why that rule has been put in place. So if you go to a game and little Johnny is not playing, but he's sitting on the bench, then that likely means little Johnny is not a victim of NPNP. It must be something else.
Okay.
And now today's kids, they're so psychologically shifted that if a kid, let me tell you what they do, Alan. The ones that's on the bench in street clothes, when they call timeout, that first timeout, and everybody go to a huddle, that one here's what they do. He'll get up and start limping a little bit on his walk to kind of let you know that why I'm not playing is because I'm limping. You see?
But I thought he couldn't sit on the bench.
No, the one that's injured, the one that's on the bench is not playing because he sprung his ankle in.
Oh, but he
in
wants you to
practice.
let you know you injured.
That's what they do. See,
Oh,
I pay
okay. I
attention
got
to the
you.
bench.
Okay.
You could tell when most of them get up. They're gonna give it away. If it's their back, they're gonna hold it back and walk a little bit, start rubbing it. If it's their leg,
Okay. I ain't never paid no attention. I ain't never
their
paid
leg, they're gonna sit on the bench, flex their leg, kick it out a little bit, they're gonna rub it a little bit. But if their ass ain't on that bench at all, in all likely, I'm sorry. Nowadays you got the COVID. That's another thing. So the COVID has came into play now. The COVID it supersedes all of that. If they ain't on the bench and they ain't on there, it could be that. But before this COVID came out, it was a very easy determination if a kid was not on that bench.
And Jimmy, you said something key. If you on the NP list, you should have your ass home. You shouldn't be sitting up top. You should be somewhere studying. That book should be in your hand. Wherever you at, if you at the game, that book should be in your hand. That subject you failed in, man, these kids ain't got no game. Jimmy, ain't no way in the world a teacher gonna fail me. These kids ain't got, something wrong with these damn kids.
But when I was in school, I don't know. Maybe, hey guys, you're coaches out there. A lot of coaches watching the show right now. Answer me this. When I was, don't the jocks or the athletes, you get a choice on if you got two English teachers and one of them is horrible. One of them don't like athletes. The other one do. Don't the coaches and the middle and the registrar, that's the person that does that, can't they put you in that classroom before it even start? We all knew the teachers to avoid. When I was in school, we knew it's certain teachers, don't you get in that woman class. She can't stand athletes. She ain't giving you no, if you got a game, you're leaving early, she gonna want all the paperwork done. She ain't gonna just let you go and walk down to the gym. They don't do it no more.
Even if I knew a dude was struggling, man, I'd go tell the teacher, because she know. You know what I go tell her? Hey, I got him. I help him. I got him. I got him. But somebody just said something. Bob just said something, and I don't know. He said, as an educator, hold on. He says some teachers be putting in them damn grades late, so you won't know when they will do this fella until late. Now that's on the teacher, Jimmy. Teachers putting in grades late.
Well, that's the whole thing. Different programs in high school coaches, they have different systems. You got to realize, man, there are some high school teams that he might only have one assistant working there, and that assistant has to be certified in another subject. That assistant coach is in the classroom teaching science or history or something else. So he can't leave and do that. High school coach, every high school coach is not proactive like that to go hit the hallways or go and talk to the teachers and go find out. They will get that stuff sent and get somebody else to check out and follow up on it. Everybody has a different system. It's up to you guys, parents, to go and ask or find out from the coach, what is their system? What is their system? How do they maintain and stay on top of it?
Yeah. I do that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and then there's other coaches where there's enough respect in their relationship with some of those teachers are so good that some teachers will let the coach know, Coach, I'm trying to help him, but he's sitting on that 69 right now, And some teachers would do that. Some would be like, you know what? I done got burnt trying to help too many of these kids, and guess what? And it's where we are. They saved themselves.
Jimmy. Oh, he ain't lying. This man, Melvin Dew said, had some of the same kids they passed in football season, and then in basketball they failed. Yes, I totally agree. I've seen that.
Yes, I've seen that as well. And so that means the system is different. And could that mean this? Why isn't the football coach, if that football coach knows who's at risk and who's not? In other words, there's somebody on every team. You don't even have to, if you're checking on certain players, you checking to see if they got straight A's or not. It ain't about if they not going to pass or fail. Some guys, you just checking to see that you don't even have to. So if you are at risk and if you are that valuable, if you are that valuable, which every one of these kids is valuable to them parents and to somebody, but if you're that valuable to that coach, then they will find a way to keep you from falling and hitting the floor, especially during district time. See, it's district time now, Hatter.
Dude, you
This is
don't
district
understand.
time.
Jimmy, my heart got broke a couple of times. One time. Just one time.
Yeah, so
They got smart the next time. But I love to hear what these teachers said. They don't have enough time. Who don't have enough time? The teachers don't have enough time. Chad said the teachers don't grade checks every week, and I pop in my players' class very randomly, and we have a good. Okay, all right. So some of us getting it. So
yeah,
some of us
like
getting
that.
it.
So, this is from coaches, and so the thing is, what I can ask you guys, that's coaches. If you on tomorrow, every coach on this feed right now, invite another coach. Don't even tell him what he's going to get, because that means you could be talking at him. He needs to be here. And we're going to get you guys to share some tips on how your program prevents the kids from falling into no pass, no play territory.
Now, who is that? Right? Who's it called out to, Jimmy? I missed it. I'm sorry.
We're going to ask the coaches that are watching right now.
Okay.
That means you have your coaches. That means your program, your assistant coaches, what system, not today, we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay.
What systems do you have in place that works? Now, I don't want to know, we're not talking about everybody in your system, but if you have a system that's been tested and proven, that's been beneficial to your kids, your program, and guess what? Everything is not going to be perfect.
Right.
How that share some of those tips on what you do. When you do them, that way another coach might desire to implement that into his program. That means we are helping each other to help each other. And that's what I want.
And Coach Woods, I hope you're there. I sure love to know your secret. Not your system. Because Coach Wood seems to have, that's a system that I've sat and watched for a few years. So I would love to have his input on it. That's good, Jimmy. That's good. And then tell other coaches that we're gonna discuss this, because this shouldn't happen, man. This shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. And Jimmy, I sure want to know, and I know we'll talk about it after the show. I want to know who's the kid's summer coach. I want to know. You gonna claim if he hit 40? Man, you see my kid.
You want me to retweet? You want me to like and retweet your posts on social media when he's doing well?
My kid.
You don't want me to hold him accountable. You want me to hold him accountable for not passing?
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do. People say, "Oh man, he's a good kid." No, this ain't got nothing to do with that. This is the situation. This is the equation. This is A plus B equals C. I didn't give a hoot who the hell was A, B, or C when you substitute those alphabets for numbers, those variants. But at the same time, this is something that's very serious.
And Jimmy, you know what's so
it
funny?
Can be prevented.
I didn't know Frank White remembered that. Frank White, he don't talk about it as much, but Penny still pop up in these guys' classes, man. He liked doing that, because you know what he told me? He said, Rob, I knew how I was at a school. I ain't never go to class. He said, so he pops up, this as a college coach, he pops it up on college kids in their class. He still does that to this day. It's kind of funny to me, because I was on a trip one time there, and he said, man, let's go. I said, what? That's part of his routine. And I know, and I don't know if the coaches can do that, because the coaches probably teaching their own school. But we failed this kid. Yes, he failed himself. Jimmy, what you said, 50% his, but the other 50% we failed him. We failed him. And I'm talking about us as a community. We failed him. The Boom Boom Room is a lot more powerful, y'all, than we think, man. But this the kind of stuff Jimmy telling the coaches tomorrow, give us some what you call them, Jimmy, some nuggets, some
Yeah.
bullet points on
Yeah.
how we can prevent any young man. If you want to play sports, man, we got to get this done, man. We got to get this done. So we good.
And guess what, guys? And we'll leave you guys with that. It is definitely time. We're deep in the overtime session on the day on this episode of the Chop Shop.
Hell yeah, we got to go.
Do us a favor and share the show right now on your way out the door. Share the show. Many of you guys haven't even shared the show all afternoon. Give us a share.
Jimmy, you been
Those are the
checking
things that
Jimmy, you know they ain't been sharing.
they ain't been sharing.
Oh,
Now,
you done
they
look it
getting
up.
all this good, and you ain't sharing it all. Come on now. Share
Jimmy,
the
they
show
don't
on
like
your
to
way out
share.
the door.
Jimmy, you don't like to share the good.
Yeah, getting selfish on it. So that's what you're doing regarding that. I mean, we'll come right back on tomorrow because these type of things, once again, I invite you to invite somebody else. That means if it's different ways you can share. You can share one time on your page, or you can go into your messenger or whatnot and hit certain people you want to see this. Or you can go the old-fashioned way and just copy and paste the URL directly to somebody else and email it to them or whatnot. It's different ways, but it's more of you need to be able to get some of this. And we're going to have more stuff to talk about as well on tomorrow. But that's the thing on the Chop Shop. But it's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Tuesday, guys. We thanks everybody and for tuning in today. Thanks for everybody who shared the show. Thanks to everybody all of the people who engaged and kept the conversation lit on both platforms.
Thank you too, Troy.
That's how we keep this thing rocking.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on tomorrow. But for Robert Hatter, and of course, Chris Walker, he's up out here, myself, Jim Hicks. Peace. Make sure you follow us too. There's our tags right there. Go over to Twitter right now. Follow us. Peace. We up out here. Chop, chop.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.